What's up, Charlie? Whew, look at that. Look at Theta. Man, telling you guys. Wow. Theta has just been killing it. Look at that. It's okay. You know what though? I don't know how that sounds. Is it echoing? Click any bubble. Let's click Theta. Okay, so I can move this around a little. Theta. This thing is at 147. I remember buying this this year. I bought Theta this year under 10 cents. And now it's at number 3. Oh, I'm coming in intermittently. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, am I cutting out? Is that what you're saying? Buy the dip and hodl, baby. Of course I'm holding XRP. Are you kidding? I haven't sold any. Hey, what's up, BS Social Sop? How you doing? So yeah, I'm just getting started. I'll probably live stream for. I'm not even gonna try to guess because every time I do, it's completely different than what I guess. It's like the opposite. So, what's up, Barney? Thanks for coming over. I hope I hope I didn't cut Crypto Lifer's stream short by telling his people to come over after he was done. But I'm just getting started. Just give me 1 sec, you guys. Take a look at this funny little bubble chart and. Yeah, just I'll be right back. So, how you guys doing today? Crypto Mike here with the mic check. Oh gosh, my microphone stories lately have been horrific. What is going on with my mic? So, how are you guys doing? Oh. Okay, so I had a friend who he's just a cool guy, but he came from this channel. He's a very good friend of mine. He lives in New York. Cool guy. But he wanted to give me a present for my for Christmas. He said, whatever you need. You want a mic? I'll get you the best mic there is. He was about to buy me, like a $200 mic if I wanted. And I was considering it too. But I stream from my phone. So right now, it's probably not ideal. And I wouldn't feel justified if in asking for something like that if it wasn't gonna really work with my phone. You know, I have a little. I am using a mic like that, but you know what? I was like, I'll use my lavalier. All I need is this. I just need a little adapter. So he cash apped me some money. I buy it. Came the next day. Plugged it in. My last live stream. Some of you might have been there. Didn't work. So I guess has to have a digital to audio or digital to analog DAC, digital analog compatible or something. And so I did a little more research. And it's funny, I did a return. I was going to return this on Amazon. And they have this new policy where you can return something without returning it. So they gave you the money, but it's in your account, your Amazon account. It's credits. So anyways, I bought this one, and it's a USB-C USB-C Type A or whatever the new phones have. Anyways, plugged it in, didn't work. It just, I did a whole video. It was a great video. It was 30 minutes long. Went to rewatch it, and you know, I'm not patient. I don't do any of my videos in more than 2 takes. I mean, 2 is the most, you know. Anyways, it didn't work. I'm back to using the same mic I've been using for the last like 4 months. Anyways, that's just my hellish microphone stories coming from the guy who does the mic check every day. So anyways, what's up, guys? Let's go to the chat. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I know I did. It was very chill. Just chill. It was nice. So I'm gonna go to the chat and see what's up, if there's anyone. So we're just gonna we're gonna go through some news from this week. I'm gonna go through a few things that maybe you guys should see if you're concerned about the XRP dip or, you know, the whole Ripple lawsuit. We'll go over that a little bit. And yeah, Theta's just killing it, man. Okay, so let's see. Week, we'll do on the daily. Theta is up 22%. Zill's up 22%. GRT's killing it today. 1 inch was up. 1 inch was up. Let's see on the week. Let's see what 1 inch has done. Yesterday on Binance, 1 inch. I made a little joke too, but let me show you. 1 inch. Make sure you guys are here. Okay, so if I do cut out, you know what? I'm gonna. There we go. Okay, see what it did there? But it's really hugging the bottom. This is XRP. This does look like a bottom though. It looks like it could do the same thing that it did right there. Especially now that Bitcoin has just blasted upwards. Yeah, oh Ken, man. Yeah, She-Town, that's funny that you even say that. I'll go over, I was gonna go over Ken and Kick in the SEC filing against them, and Ken is doing great now. Ken's up like 1,800% this year or something. And remember, I think it was last year, I kept hearing about this. I didn't look into it, but because I didn't know what Kick was. I never went into Kick, but Ken was like Kick's little crypto, and it's doing great now. So we'll check that out. But this is really kind of inspiring. I like this. No, but that was kind of not good though. That a whole body closed under. See, XRP's really messing with me lately. Okay, it's on a different time frame. That's why it's not exactly. So if I move this down to the bodies, we'll just say right there. Now I'm still. Okay, but I can move this down now. I've got to adjust it a little. So there. That makes sense. Yeah, that's fine. That works. Yep. So there you go. So XRP still is, as long as it doesn't break this pattern, it can pull something like this, guys. I want to show you. Let me show you. I've found a few things lately, and the Crypto Lifer group, I've been in there, and they post some really good stuff in there. So definitely make sure you go check out Crypto Lifer's channel on YouTube. He does usually a daily live stream. He's going to do a live stream tonight, so that's going to be great. I can't wait. He's just going to walk and talk, kind of, I used to do that all the time, and that was a blast. And he's a smart dude and with a good heart. So I think you guys might like that. If you used to like my walk and talks, I'm sure you'll like his tonight. He's going to do one, I think, for the first time, he said. And I'm excited because he's a smart dude. But okay, so I've been in his Telegram group lately because they do a lot of charting. And let me go to the pictures here, and then let's see, screenshots. And 1inch was up 1,113% yesterday on Binance. See that? Look at that. 1inch. It just got listed. This is like a kind of a Uniswap type of deal. They did an airdrop for anyone who used 1inch more than 4 times, or who used it once before September 15th. Or I think there was another parameter, another thing. And so not many people got it. Not many people received the airdrop. In the standard crypto circles. Now, in the DeFi world, yeah, a lot of people did. There's a few people, because 1inch is a popular exchange compared to, it's probably like second best compared to Uniswap, maybe. I don't really know. Anyways, I made a joke. I said, 1inch has got Napoleon complex, little man syndrome. Got to make up for it's 1inch in other areas. Like having a massive gain in one day like that. So there's a few things I want to see. Let's see. I want you to see this. Someone sent me this. I don't know where he got it. I need to ask him, actually. I don't know where he got it, but this makes a lot of sense. Okay, let me turn this down a little more. Do you guys? Okay, let me know if you hit the thumbs ups if you like the music. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs downs. Give me your feedback, because you guys, your opinion's important. And let me know if you can hear me all right. Nice head and shoulders towards the end of XRP. Yeah, it's testing support nicely, Mr. Blockhead. How you doing? Aiku, how's it going? I'm watching Theta, bro. I mean, I have no choice. I want to show you guys. I haven't showed you guys my portfolio in a long time. And I'll show you my portfolio. Unfortunately, XRP sunk down a lot, but, I only had, 5% of it in, I had 6%. I had 6% XRP, 6% Stellar. XRP went down like 50%. So, but a big portion of my portfolio now is Theta when it comes to the value. It's just insane. I remember I was telling you guys, on YouTube, I could probably go find a few videos where I was saying Theta, and that was when it was like 7 cents. So that's when I bought Theta when it was 7 cents. And I have sold a little, and I regret it. I shouldn't have sold, but I didn't sell that much, and I'm not going to sell anymore. Am I still bullish on AMP? Well, look at what position it's in my portfolio. Of course I'm bullish. I think they're going to get listed on one of them on Coinbase or Binance pretty soon. So that's why I'm stoked. I love AMP. I'm so bullish on it. It's going to be a hot DeFi token in the next DeFi run. DeFi 2.0. Look at Theta. Woo. Oh, I should be trading this. And ZIL too. Yeah, ZIL too. Damn. So yeah, XRP sunk down, even below UOS, below Cardano. But that's what happens when a coin goes down like 50%. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. So, and then what else? I mean, I got Algo, Rep, 0x, Digibyte, Chainlink, VIDT. Remember when I was telling you guys about Chainlink when it was under $1? when it was like 70 cents. Trek, Hedera Hashgraph, AGI, Ren, Omise Go, Hex, Ocean. I have a little bit of Bitcoin SV because it's such a contrarian coin. Everyone hates it. I'm taking my chances because it seems like people don't even know why they hate it. They just hate it. It's so funny. So maybe it'll do something. Maybe it'll do something really big. Who knows? Basic attention token. So and these ones down here don't really mean much to me. I wish I had more share token, but that one gave me humongous gains. Sharing. I think I sold all of it. Oh, that's too bad. It gave me humongous gains because I had someone who told me on my birthday. He said, "Mike, get into sharing," and this was like 7 months ago. He said, "Get into sharing. This thing's gonna be huge, and there's a lot of news coming out." And so I made just wacky gains on that one, and I sold it because you don't get gains like that very often, and I didn't really research it either. Anyways, I should have kept some of it, but I didn't. And that's always keep your bag as a moonshot bag. You never know. You sold some XLM for more XRP. That's not a bad idea. Even though XLM kind of dipped too, but XLM has definitely retained more of its value than XRP has in a percentage on a percentage basis. So this Ripple has an outstanding court case. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys. Hey, Tales from the Crypto, how you doing, bro? I don't know if you guys what your input was on the yeah, that's just FUD, Alejandro. That's just FUD. It's all FUD. It's all FUD, guys. It's all a show. It really is. It's really. Hey, Guac Girl. Hey, Alex D. Guac Girl. Yeah, you said you got it in 2017, but you just barely missed the big run, I guess. Well, same here. I got it in 2018, the beginning of April, and so I had a great month of big gains. My first month of crypto was just insanely amazing, and it sucked me in. I got sucked into the vortex, and that's here I am. I'm Crypto Mike, and so it completely changed my life. Crypto Mike, baby. And yeah, Chainlink, that's FUD, guys. That's FUD. It's FUD. That's FUD. Zeus Capital, they did the same thing. You want to see what happened with Chainlink? Oh, it's ridiculous. Let's take a look. Just the other day. Let's see. I wonder if I should trade this XRP up. Oh, right there, too. That's like let's take a look on the daily. Oh, coming back down. Looks like, well, it's at support, though. It's creating a decent support right there. It's right at the support. That might be a great place to buy a little bit. But I traded this the other day, and I lost 50% of my trading stack on XRP because it's so unpredictable. It's so unpredictable. That is scary, though, that dip under the trend line. That is scary. It might be a foreshadowing of what's to come. We'll see. Because it has dipped a few times, though. But it's not... Well, and it did go above that one. It's just all over the place. XRP is just a wild animal trapped in a cage, and it just wants to get out. It really does. It's been trapped for so long. I don't know anything about the graph. I guess I should look at it. It just came out of nowhere one day, and everyone loves it. It's just doing excellent. Shot up. That scares me, though, I'll tell you the truth. It shot up into the top 100 out of nowhere. And that's what I think AMP is going to do the same thing. Yeah, so I think it's even more than that. Unknown Revolver. Hey, what's up? John, how you doing? Charlie, always good to see you. Always good to see you, John Del Rio. Great guy. Hey, Dilip. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Okay, so. Yeah, right, Lindsay? Yeah, no kidding. Besides my trading stack, which got obliterated yesterday, really, not happy about that. I still have some left, but You know, that was a wake up call. When you're using leverage, you guys, you gotta be careful. I'm using leverage when I trade XRP up, and I'm also taking a risk trading on Binance. I gotta stop taking risks like that. So because they are starting to shut people down from the U.S. And if I get caught in a up or down token, those are exclusive to Binance, and I would not be able to withdraw it anywhere. I don't think, because, well, actually, yeah, it wouldn't make. I don't know. I don't know how that would work if they stop me from trading. Anyways, so yeah, just I gotta be careful. I'm probably gonna make the move over to Binance US. Maybe I'll check out Kraken because I really do want to hone in on my skills and work on them, on my trading skills, because I need to. I gotta get that money. Now this is kind of sort of creating on a very small time frame, a little ascending triangle. So this might pop up, actually, guys. Right here, and then we can just clone that, and then kind of come down here, and then it's kind of making a little triangle right there, ascending triangle. Those are typically bullish. I don't know what the percentage is. We need to work on our trading skills. Yeah. Well, some people do, some people don't. You know, some people have their income. Right now, it's not easy. I'll tell you, it's fun. I'm kind of in uncharted territory for myself in my personal development, in my personal life, because I've never been in a place to where I'm not getting a biweekly paycheck, or I do get a monthly paycheck from Google for YouTube, but it's not much. It's like this month it was $400. So, and that's it's not enough. It's just not enough. But so did I jump the gun? Did I quit my job too early? Maybe some would say that. At the same time, I'm figuring out how to be like an entrepreneur, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. It's just very different. It's extremely different. When you in certain parts you think it's fun, it's really not that fun. Because you have to reimagine your whole life. You have to restructure everything. Especially with the coronavirus hitting, now gyms are closed and movie theaters are closed, and it's just we're sitting at home. I sit at home a lot. It's just kind of boring, and I don't know. I just can't wait till hopefully next year changes dramatically compared to this year. But yeah, XRP does look like it's going to go up from here on the short-term time frame. So yeah, that's in it. But I could be wrong, because it also resembles a. And then I'm not even using any indicators here, but it also kind of resembles somewhat of a Head and Shoulders. I'm decently capable of spotting those out. But so let me show you this, okay? Was it going to show you Chainlink? Yeah, I was going to show you Chainlink and what it did the other day, and why I think Zeus Capital was responsible for that, or they at least played it, and they probably they put a big short in on that one, I bet. And take a look at what happened the other day. Oops. I like this music. It is calming, soothing. You see that? Look at that. Whoa. Okay, so we'll zoom out some more. We'll go to the year. And take a look, look at that. Wow. So it seems to have kind of broken the parabolic curve that it was in. But now it's forming part of a new one. And so Zeus Capital kind of played off of the whole SEC Ripple lawsuit. And they started putting out more FUD. I don't know if you remember last summer. They put out all this FUD about Chainlink. And they actually did drop the price, the price dropped because of what they did. And so I'm sure they put in a massive short, and Chainlink came all the way down to exactly $8 on a massive wick the other day. To $8. And it honestly does not look... But Chainlink's very unique. Chainlink is a very unique coin. I remember going over this so much 2019. That was a fun year because Chainlink carried me through that year. That was my big holding, and it was wonderful. It just held me up, held my whole portfolio up, kept me going. Got in at 73 cents. So, I mean, if I had just held all of it, it would still be at the top of my portfolio. But I was selling and buying others. Now, a lot of the others I'm holding, I expect them to, I don't know when, but I expect them to rise sooner or later. But yeah, that thing, so Zeus Capital put out a FUD report, and as soon as they did that, people sold off. They sold off. It came all the way down to $8, and it got bought all the way back up to $11 in one day. This is on a daily chart. Yeah, this is in one day that all happened. It's pretty big, but now it is kind of looking like it wants to kind of maybe dead cat bounce. But then again, Bitcoin is just taking off like crazy. But you know what? Let's go to this first. All right. I want to show you this. All right. Ripple has an outstanding court case. Okay. I don't know if you guys know, and most of you do, but there is a court case for Ripple. And there's a guy who's suing from back in 2018 or something, and it just keeps going, that court case, and it could take another 3 years or something. And it's stopping banks from, trying to use it, and banks do want to use it. So Ripple has an outstanding court case. This court case is interfering with banks being able to custody XRP under the OCC rules. All right, so under the OCC rules, they can't custody XRP if it might be a security because of this lawsuit, which it's not. It's not a security. Okay, it's not. It's a virtual currency. That's what it's designed for. It's designed to be like the dollar, kind of. Hold on. Give me a sec. Unblock the situation. Okay, so the SEC called Ripple, and they discussed the situation to gather how much longer this court case will take, and we already know it's been stated it could take 3 years. So in order to speed things up, the SEC told Ripple, we're going to sue you in order to make the case that XRP is not a security. This is very important. Pay attention. So in order to speed things up, the SEC told Ripple, we're going to sue you in order to make the case that XRP is not a security, because Ripple is going to come back with some amazing information, and it's going to prove that it's not a security. They should have been doing this the whole time. I think, like I've said, it's just a show. I think it's just a show. It's not a security. I mean, I don't know for certain, but how could they call it a security? And then what would that do for the XRP holders? And okay, and then I'll go into another article. It just wouldn't make sense, because it's not so they're trying to protect the XRP hodlers, but if they call it a security, they're hurting us. That doesn't make sense. Why are they being dicks like that? So the SEC told Ripple, we're going to sue you in order to make the case XRP is not a security. And we're going to give full transparency to the courts. Once Ripple wins the case, the other case will be invalidated, and banks can custody and use XRP. Yeah, that's what this is all about. They want to put the spotlight on Ripple. And on the case, they want to free up XRP to be utilized. It doesn't make sense. This wacky world thinks Bitcoin has more utility than XRP. I get it in a completely decentralized world. Yeah, that does make sense. But we are not in a decentralized world. Not yet. You know, maybe someday that'll be wonderful if we can go fully decentralized, which is not going to happen. I wish. It's not happening anytime soon. So, yeah, it's a coincidence. And what if a security makes XRP moon? Well, because it wouldn't have any utility then. So, I don't know what they would, if they would call it a share of Ripple stock. Maybe that's the IPO. I mean, we'd be owning Ripple and not just XRP. But that wouldn't make sense because then they would have to have another utility token come out. They would have to put out another utility token that works on the XRP ledger. Maybe they would use Stellar, XLM. I don't know. But to me, it's too fishy. It's all this stuff is way too fishy to be taken at face value. All right, Ripple and the SEC have been working together. So why would the SEC all of a sudden? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Come on, there's something going on here. Okay, come on now. And we saw the bloodbath, right? He said there will be blood. Basically, this is a bloodbath around Christmas time. I don't think, but he showed us this on the 22nd and the 23rd, I believe. Mr. Poole, he showed us these two pictures. So, I don't know, but we saw quite. I've never seen anything like it. That was quite. It was a little distressing. Something to talk about, but to me, I'll tell you the truth. If I was holding all XRP, I would have been freaking out a lot more, but I'm not, so that's fine. And that's the importance of diversification. I'm gonna read a Coinbase. I'm gonna read a little thing that should clear your head. Okay. It should help to ease you guys' minds. But first, I want to check out Bitcoin. And you guys, we are just at the brink. We are at the very... Man, I thought it was going to go down from there. I can't believe... This thing could come crashing down after it hits 26,000. And if it doesn't, it's going to go up to 29,000. Okay. Because of the retracement, 30% and all 60% retracements and whatever that they use to calculate that. Since this is price discovery territory, all-time chart, whoa, baby. I mean, I didn't think it would happen so soon. I'm happy. It makes me happy. Okay, we'll go to Bitstamp. See if, because I think they've been on Bitstamp for a long time. Bittrex, maybe? Bittrex. Well, Tether hasn't been around that long, too. There we go. So look at that. Since 2016. It's just ridiculous. This thing will crash, though. And I really hope that a lot of this market cap goes into the alts that really matter. Instead of just taking them down. It will temporarily. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that it'll take down our alts temporarily once Bitcoin crashes, if it does. And I don't think it'll crash like hard. I think honestly, if it does come down, it will come down like a good $6,000 and tap 20K. That's what it'll do. It'll come and just tap 20K or maybe 19.6 or so. Yeah, something like that. And that'll be the retest. Because we'll see, like we come in a little closer here. I mean, wow. Let's see. It's like, why can't I have all the Bitcoin? I mean, I don't have any Bitcoin. Like, I wish my coins were doing this. They are, but not like Bitcoin. Not. So it could come down and hit that, or it could come down right here and hit somewhere around there. 19.6 or so, I think. I think that's a good support. That's where it would probably come down to. So we can actually just draw a little trend line there. And then we can go ahead and duplicate it. And, well, I can zoom out a little more. And why is this important? Well, because it's the one carrying the whole market. So it is important. I'd say like right there. Yeah. And then, I mean, damn, that's craziness, you know? So I could see it coming down, retesting. It would have to drop sharply. It would have to break this trend swiftly, probably briefly. I bet it would dip and then come right back up. I bet that's what would happen, but the whole market would be bloody for an instant. Hey, who's sent me a super chat? Thanks, Charlie G. Merry Christmas, brother. I appreciate that. $50 super chat, man. And GDLT, fist bump, bro. Heck yeah, bro. Yeah, we gotta do another. We gotta do that live stream, man. Heck yeah. There's a lot to talk about. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'll check out the graph. I don't know anything. Bro, you know what? Bo has not been right the last 2 weeks. It's just been throwing me off. He's usually very right. I'm sure he's very frustrated too. But his cycles, I don't know what happened, but they that's why, I mean, I was trading off of his cycles because I usually do very well. About 80% of the time, he's pretty spot on, to be honest, Bo Polney. So, but he's just, he didn't think he would go above 20,000 this month. And, yeah. But, you know, no one gets it right all the time. I don't know what, so it kind of actually makes me think. He was saying Bitcoin was going to crash, and XRP crashed. XRP is doing what he was saying Bitcoin was going to do. They're doing the opposite. So maybe XRP is like the real Bitcoin, you know? Maybe that's like the elite they're pumping Bitcoin like crazy so that they can get more XRP. Why can't I delete? Oh, because I keep drawing it. Deleted. Yeah, I could see that happening, but honestly, every time I call that happening, it doesn't. It goes the opposite way. So right now, this is a critical level. 26,000 is pretty critical. That's critical. Look at that. Look how it's in price discovery. That does worry me though. I hope the market doesn't crash too much. I hope alts don't crash too hard. And then once Bitcoin settles at it might only even come back down, honestly, if it does come back down to like 24,000, or maybe at the bottom of this. I don't know. I'm not sure. It might not even come back down to 20K, but then that would be a huge gap that it needs to fill. And then people would be worried about that, like all of 2021. That would be worrisome. But you know what? As long as I can make some money, I'm fine. Yeah, so. Thanks a lot again, Charlie G and GDLT. Yeah, I'm bullish on DGB. They were right though, you know. I didn't think they were. You know, all these Bitcoin people, they were right, you know. So kudos to them, and we'll be right next year. The ones who are not holding Bitcoin but holding all the other coins, you know, the ones like Chainlink, VeChain, XRP, Stellar, AMP. I'm excited for AMP. I think something soon is gonna happen with it. I think it's and that'll be in price discovery too. AMP is just something else. No one even knows about it yet. It's crazy. Let's take a look. And meme. No one even knows about meme, but that thing is nuts. That thing's nuts. Let's take a look on the hour. Theta's up, VChain's up. So alts are doing very well on the hourly. They're looks like they're taking Bitcoin a little bit of dominance from Bitcoin because the dominance it went up to 70% today, and that's a lot because it's been rising steadily. Data, yeah, I don't know anything about data. I really don't. GRT, you want me to check that out? You guys really really like GRT. What is so special about it? What will happen January 1st? Trump said something will happen. I feel like we'll be a level playing field. I think something's gonna happen. Remember this year's January 1st? That was when the coronavirus happened. I think the year before was when we thought World War III was going to happen because of the Soleimani bombing. So something always happens right after New Year's, guys. It's just a cycle. It's just part of the cycle. DGB's up. Oh, Digibyte's up 26%. Nice. That's in my portfolio. Now, another one you guys should probably take a glance at or keep into account is SNX and also Litecoin. Litecoin is very highly underrated. This thing is just doing it's having an amazing month, and I'm starting to think about it a lot more. And also Zill, I don't know why I don't like it, but I probably should because it just keeps going. It's just like Theta, it just keeps going. I've got all my friends in my group. You know, you guys all love Zilliqa. John, you know, you guys keep telling me to get some, and I don't know. It's just those ones that are kind of outside of the whole blockchain. Like they're not on the ERC20 side or anything like that. I don't really know much about it. I guess they introduced sharding last year or something. I still don't know what is so special about it. But I do have a .zil domain. It's xxmikecheck.zil. So the reason one is going down is because it was up so high yesterday. I don't know anything about the graph, man. 3x on Zil, nice. Congrats, dude. Yeah, RSR's good, man. I don't have any. I think there's certain coins that kind of wear you out. I held it at the wrong time, lost money on it, sold it, and then it went up. And so, you know, you just kind of get burned on certain coins, and then you just like kind of makes you not want to buy them again. I don't know. I have a lot of them. Was it 2020? Okay. Yeah, Harmony 1. I still have a little XDC, not too much, not a whole lot, but it's still in my portfolio. So, the whole mess with the hack and all that, it kind of pushes me away from wanting to buy any more of that. But you know what? I mean, you guys who are in it and making huge gains, congratulations, because that thing has been going nuts this whole year. It's been going nuts this whole year. Head and Shoulders confirmed to the downside, or what? Is that what you're saying? Head and Shoulders XRP? Let's take a look. Because I could make some money on that. Like, I need to recoup my stash. Let's see. Oh, wait. What? I did break the pattern. Okay, but it wasn't the body. Interesting. So I was looking at a different chart, I guess. Oh, I was looking at XRP up. That's what it was, yeah. Different time frame too, I think. Which one are you? What time frame are you looking at for the Head and Shoulders? Oh yeah, see, I was right. It did go to the downs. It was kind of like a head and shoulders pattern. Yeah. See, I was right. On the other chart, I drew this. Yep. I was kind of cautious because it kind of looked like a head and shoulders pattern. A little, not really, but if it resembles something, it'll probably act kind of like it a little. I don't know. But I believe though, if it comes down to here, it might be a good buy. 20, 28, 29. Yeah. I think if a 29-cent buy is probably pretty safe. But I don't know. The thing that they could do is they actually could delist it off of Coinbase as a show. Not because they want to, but just to get the price knocked down some more. I don't know why they would want to do that, to be honest. I don't think the price matters too much to them as much as it means to us because we're broke. We're like broke nobodies. We're not the SEC. We don't print money. We're not the Federal Reserve. You know, they don't. I don't think they care as much about the price, but they might. That might be partially why they did this FUD campaign. I think, what I showed you guys earlier makes a lot of sense. They're trying to fast track XRP through the existing court case. And let's see. They did. Okay. I think they're trying to fast track it. Ripple has an outstanding court case. This court case is interfering with banks being able to custody XRP under the OCC rules. My brief is to unblock this situation is the SEC called Ripple and discussed it to gather how much longer this court case will take. And we already know it's been stated it could take a further 3 years. So in order to speed things up, the SEC told Ripple, we're going to sue you in order to make the case. XRP is not a security. Wouldn't that make sense? It's easy for the SEC to say, hey, we're going to sue you. Behind closed doors, they're friends. They're on the same team, on the same side. But it would be amazing for the cryptocurrency space. That's why I tweeted that tweet out that this lawsuit is the best thing for cryptocurrency that we've had in a long time. Maybe ever. And you'll see why next year, because I think Ripple will win this lawsuit and it'll bring so much attention to XRP. It'll prove XRP is not a security because they'll come out with all the information and prove it in a court of law. And then it'll make the other court case null. What can they do? So in order to speed things up, the SEC told Ripple, we're going to sue you in order to make the case XRP is not a security and give full transparency to the courts. And once Ripple wins the case, the other case is invalidated, and banks can custody and use XRP per OCC rules. You don't think Ripple will win? Why? Nah, they'll win, man. Well, Charles Hoskinson thinks that they couldn't. There's no way they could lose. I just hope it's not long and drawn out. But another thing is, Jay Clayton, right after he announced the lawsuit, right after he announced this lawsuit, he resigned, and that now we have a crypto-friendly chairman of the SEC coming in 2021. He might just say, "Oh, this is nonsense. I'm going to overturn this." After Ripple comes out with the information that they'll come out with. I haven't looked into that the last 2 days. I don't know if they've come out with anything yet, but if they have, let me know. And I want to show you an article that eased my worries, and I hope it eases yours as well. Oh, and so Bitstamp is actually going to halt. They halted XRP trading due to its. So that's kind of worrisome, and that's probably why XRP is kind of dragging along the bottom of that trend line. There's a lot of FUD. This is big FUD, you know. It's not, you know, something we should take lightly, you know. But let me read this article to you that really kind of changed my mind a little on, is this really a bad thing? Like, and do I think Coinbase is gonna delist? And if it does, well, so if Coinbase does delist, then damn, XRP is going to 10 cents, maybe even 5 cents, in my opinion. Cointelegraph, that's what they do. This is the FUD cycle. I can't believe all this FUD's coming out though, and Bitcoin is still going up like crazy. But that's just the big boys getting in. You know, now the big boys are getting in. The institutional money is just starting to put their attention on the crypto space. What happens when a cryptocurrency, once positioned as a regulator-friendly alternative to Bitcoin, gets heat from regulators? Exchanges that trade XRP are about to find out. US-based cryptocurrency exchanges have to consider whether to delist XRP in light of a Securities and Exchange Commission lawsuit alleging it is an unregistered security issued by Ripple Labs to raise funds. Chief among these exchanges is Coinbase, which, in addition to the normal considerations around listing XRP, is also seeking SEC approval to take its shares public and allow retail investors to trade them. So that's probably why people are saying, oh, no, that they can't have that under their belt. They can't have something like XRP dragging them down when they're trying to seek approval from the same regulatory body that's suing XRP or Ripple. So they're trying to take their shares public and allow retail investors to trade them. They're trying to have an IPO. If the SEC prevails in this lawsuit, XRP may be classified as a security, meaning under U.S. law entities offering it for trading must register as securities exchanges. Maybe Coinbase will. Who knows? I don't know. It's also possible an SEC victory would destroy XRP's value because the regulator wants to prevent Ripple from selling any more tokens. And for Ripple, CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Chairman Chris Larsen to disgorge their profits, pay prejudgment interest, and pay civil penalties. Now, Kik went through the same scrutiny from the SEC. And let me show you something. Kin was thought to be, dead. That's Kik's. That's their cryptocurrency. And Kik is a social media platform or something. It's kind of like Telegram, I think. I never used it, never really got into it. So if you know about it, then you know about it. But I don't know anything about Kik. Kin, if you want to take a look at what Kin has done since the regulatory scrutiny. Oh, cool. They have their own blockchain now. Wow. Well, take a look at the on the year. Kin has done an 1,800% return. So what does that tell you? Just because the SEC is scrutinizing Ripple, look at that. It's doing well again. This is Kin. So let me see. Let me see the dates. 2019. Okay, so this was in 2019. It looks like it's August or June 4th. This was a year and a half ago. They sued Kik. All right. They sued Kik. And then I think Kik had to pay something. They paid like $10 million. I don't know what they paid. But that was it. Now they're fine. It's not a security. And now Kik is going up again. Kin. So same thing probably is what's, same thing that happened. So June of 2019, let's take a look. That's when it started going downhill. When you see all this crazy volume and it just kept going down and down. Hopefully it doesn't take long for XRP. But now look at the value. throughout this whole year, and they're not even on big exchanges, are they? Well, that's cool. Just in the last month, 250%. No one's talking about this, but it's making moves. I mean, we can go on the year. Like, take a look at the 1 year chart. That's going to be fun to look at. There you go. Wow. So that's a lot of gains in 1 year. It's been going nuts. No one's talking about that. What happened with EOS? They got a slap on the wrist. Nothing. That was it. It's easy. And it's, oh, cool. You got a 10x out of Ken. Nice. Nice. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty relieving, at least, kind of shows you, like, hey, just because the SEC, and they're very scary, right? Just because they are there charging a Ripple with some unbased claim, The virtual currency, I put out a video about this the other day. Crypto XRP Mommy put out a great thread. Go check it out. See, RB, I don't even think it was Jay Clayton. I think this was all of them. Like, I think it's honestly, it's just a show, to be honest. So now I'll keep reading in this article because it gets better. While some exchanges, market makers, and funds have already begun delisting XRP or exiting positions and transactions with the cryptocurrency, it may not be a black and white question for larger exchanges. This partner at a law firm, Seward and Kissel, told CoinDesk that trading platforms like Coinbase are between a rock and a hard place. They can continue to list XRP based on their previous analysis that XRP is not a security, with the hope that a court will find that XRP is not a security. Or they can take remedial actions, such as restricting trading for wallets held by U.S. persons, or take it off their exchange altogether. These scenarios are likely already covered by the exchange's terms of services policies, he said. Exchanges like Coinbase would be crazy not to consider delisting, said Gabriel Shapiro, an attorney with Belcher, Smolin, and Van Loo. Considering the question isn't the same as actually delisting or not delisting the cryptocurrency, however, they have to think, including just from a business perspective, but from also a legal perspective, what kind of precedent they're setting, he said. If they delist one cryptocurrency just because a regulator accuses it of being a security, what happens the next time that happens? Have you just given the SEC the right to delist anything from your platform just because it makes an accusation? That's the kicker right there. That's what I'm talking about. It would make no business sense to delist it based on an accusation, just from a lawsuit. And in this lawsuit, we'll see. We'll see what happens, pretty soon. Delisting digital assets on that basis may not be great for the exchange's customers, said Shapiro. It's not an easy decision for Coinbase to just delist it. And personally, if I were them, I don't think I would delist until I had something more concrete to point to, he said. A Coinbase spokesperson declined to comment for this article. What might happen? Coinbase in particular is in a unique position due to its impending initial public offering, IPO, or direct listing. It has already confidentially filed its S-1, a form companies use to register their shares as securities. The SEC can provide feedback to the company about how it views potential risk factors or other aspects of its operations. Last week, Shapiro told CoinDesk that this could include essentially forcing companies to take certain actions. While noting he does not believe the SEC would explicitly tell Coinbase to delist XRP, the agency could say that not delisting XRP might be a risk factor. You could say in your risk factors, you haven't properly explained to your investors in your IPO how it is you've let XRP and others trade on Coinbase. You need to be really, really clear about that. Including that we might come after you, Coinbase, because you've been warned. You've been warned. Coinbase could then decide to delist XRP based on this feedback, this all could be part of it too. If they do delist it, I could see it being part of the bigger picture of them not wanting XRP in normal people's hands, because we don't need to hold it. I could see them delisting, only because of that. It would be bad for business. Because then if the SEC, what if the SEC did come out and say, hey, well, Link, we're suing them too. And then they'd have to delist Link. And then, like, what's next? Like, you're giving all this power away from your customers. You're taking power away from you and your customers and giving it to this regulatory body that is just off the walls bonkers. Yeah. What Coinbase cannot do is pretend ignorance of how the SEC views XRP. The exchange's position is clear. Agency's position is clear. The SEC appears confident about its chances and has helpful. Now, this is FUD. Remember that. This is FUD. Okay. The SEC appears confident about its chances and has helpful precedents from its cases against Telegram and Kick. I think we all suspected there'd be a strong case, but I don't think we realize the extent to which Ripple entered into market-making agreements, he said, of the allegations in the SEC's complaint. So Bitstamp to halt XRP trading. Bitstamp's the first major US-based crypto exchange to respond to the SEC lawsuit against Ripple. I could see them using this FUD to I could see the price going down because of all this. Yeah, I could see the price going down because of a delisting. Problem is, where would you sell it? I mean, they start delisting it. Exchanges need to have it. It has to be a free-flowing economy. Yeah, I don't know. So the last exchange who has it is going to be the one with all the liquidity. XRP liquidations soar as SEC loss. This makes me sick. Token airdrop whipsaw. What? Okay, over 1.5 billion. But I've seen a lot of XRPs going to wallets from major accounts. Ripple, these major whales are sending all their XRP to wallets, and that's a good sign. Okay, that means they are very confident. They just, doesn't mean maybe XRP is going down briefly, in the short term, but they're confident in the long term. Yeah, this will eventually, if anything, all this will be a slap on the wrist, in my opinion. But yeah. Oh. Let's read this one. Bitstamp to halt XRP trading. Okay, but the thing is, so they're not even going to halt until January 8th. So that is interesting. They're giving us a timeline. They're giving us enough time to take our XRP off the exchange or sell it, basically, or buy it. Yeah, just to U.S. customers. So, it's not all their volume. But on January 8th, they're going to. And so, makes me think XRP might be going down sometime between now and then. Because other exchanges might follow suit. Like, maybe Binance. I mean, that would be terrible, but if Binance did, that would be terrible. That would scare people. That would scare people. U.S. customers will be able to withdraw their XRP even after trading's halted. Okay. I guess January 8th is the the date for the lawsuit to start or something. And Bitstamp is actually a big exchange. They've been around a long time. Oh, that's it? I thought it was a whole article. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's see if there's anything new today. Besides that, I mean, this is a big thing though. More people are kind of, yeah. I think CZ's on Ripple's side. Like, seems like they've always been, hand in hand. So, freaking Bitcoin, man. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of making me a little jealous, but not really, because my coins are doing, Theta is just doing ridiculous. At least one of my coins is doing insane right now. It's doing so good. I'm really glad I got in. I can thank Bo Polney for that. He, in his newsletter, he told us to get in under 10 cents, so it's been doing great. And that's one that just, streaming makes total sense as a market, for the coronavirus, all this stuff that's working from home, and so many people are going to be streaming, especially if this continues, if we go into any hardcore lockdowns, or I hope not. Ugh. And Tyrion, GDLT, we were talking about that the other day when we were hanging out. Yeah, Tyrion, man. I guess they have to repay ICO investors up to $25 million plus interest in an SEC settlement. So now maybe after the settlement, maybe now the price of Tyrion will eventually start going up again. You never know, man. They do try to fool us. Let's go take a look at TNT, by the way. Let's take a glance at it. It's a very low market cap. Het BTC, very low market cap. Oh, it did take a dump. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Damn. It's down hardcore. Yeah, so look at that. Market cap is like so low. So maybe it'll come back to life, maybe not, but it is at the very bottom. This might even be a good time to pick up $100 worth, It's hard to get. It's just not liquid at all, so. And then there's another one, guys, Cryptarium. I got a friend who keeps telling me that, Tika Tawari just did a report on it again. And so my friend thinks this could actually be partnered with PayPal pretty soon. And if that happens, this coin will come into the top 100 within a few minutes. It'll just blow up. No one's ever heard of it. And it'll go into the top 100, just like GRT. Let's see. And it's not even that bad. It's not bad. But on the Tika Tawari article, you see what happens. Every time he does something on something, especially low cap coins, he has a huge following. And this basically doubled, went up 100% just on his article. And now it's kind of going down. That was a falling wedge that it's in, actually. It might be, let's take a look at that, actually. Because I do want to buy some. I want a little bit of this, just in case. This is a very low market cap as well. Oh, I don't like the magnet. And I don't like that. It takes away my freedom. All right, there we go. Hold on. No, let's do this. Oops. No, let's go. So we go body to body here. And my friend Hadouken told me that. He showed me that. That was very nice of him. Just trying to teach his fellow man how to trade, make some dough. There you go. There's one top. There's the top of it. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and the trend reversed to right around here. So we'll do that. And did it break it? Let's see. It did. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, let's see. Oh, but it's back up into the pattern. Oh, hold on, let's see. But it's back up in the pattern. Interesting. Very illiquid. These illiquid coins, the patterns, they don't respect patterns as much when they're not as liquid. So that's a tough one to even like figure out. But it is resting on support. That is kind of a nah. It could go lower. Yeah. But look at that. Oh man, it might be a good little flag to buy. That is a nice support right here. Oh, I didn't see that. I might just pick some up. I might pick some of this up, guys. Sorry, I know my eyes are crazy when I do this, so I'll do that. Look at that. That's not bad. Not bad. Right there, the bottom of all those wicks, the bodies kind of came up and. Oh no! Don't buy. I hope there's not someone here trying to buy it all up. I gotta buy it first. Look at that. It's gonna go to the top of this pattern. It's back in the pattern now. That might have been some kind of a double bottom. So illiquid though. So illiquid. In that case, though. Anyways, who cares about? So let's see. Damn, everyone talks about Zill, but I don't know. There's something about it. We'll take a look at it just for you guys because I know a lot of you guys do hold it. Oh, it's on Binance? I didn't know that. So oh my gosh, I could have got in, could have made some money on that, but you can't have winners like left and right. You don't know because so many people hype so many coins. You guys don't even know. I get so many messages, Mike. What do you think about this? Mike, you got to get some of this, man. And just so much, VXV. Yeah, no, I don't have any. Vector Space AI, I believe, right? I don't have any, but I've heard it's doing well. So good call on that, John. You do make good calls. Your portfolio is very good. You always find winners. But look at that. What's more impressive, this or Theta? I mean, where was it? Down here. Okay, so it did about a 7x from September. It's done about a 7, maybe a 6x since September. Wow. Let's go look at Theta. Damn. Now, I'm thinking about converting some of my Theta to T-Fuel. Because I'm hearing it might have a really good month next month. But then again, I don't want to sell any more of my Theta. Same thing. It's the same. It's like they're the same people are buying it. It looks the same as Zill. This thing is doing pretty well. I don't think it is doing the type of gains as Zill. Oh yeah, that's 40. It did a 4x since September. It's not bad. Now let's take a look at T-Fuel, because I might convert some of my Theta into T-Fuel, because T-Fuel's got a low market cap, lower than Theta at least, and you can stake it, and people are going to need to use it in order to they earn T-Fuel. So it's gonna be liquid eventually. It's not as liquid right now, but still it's on Binance. So you stake Theta and get T-Fuel. Yeah, T-Fuel was a much better gain. Let's see, was it? Oh my god. Yeah, wait, no, not yet. It's only done oh yeah, hold on. Since September, it really hasn't gone down much. That's encouraging. So September was terrible, and then it just went sideways, and then it went up from December was just an insane month. It did a 4x just like Theta. So actually T-Fuel did the same kind of gains as theta. Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more. But not too much more. It's pretty much making the same gains. Maybe a little because of the lower market cap. But honestly, though, it wouldn't make sense for me to buy up here. When I see when it did the same thing over here, it came down like 60%. So I can see this happen. I can see it coming down like to here. Maybe like 50 or 60%. I could see it coming all the way down to here, actually. I could see that happening. But it's on a parabolic curve. It's nice. That is cool. So congrats, Theta hodlers. Congrats, Zilliqa hodlers. I heard staking Zilliqa is great. You get a 17% APY. That's one of the highest rates you can get. Outside of like the DeFi space, you know. Also Meme. I want to tell you guys about Meme. Meme is just so fun. I'll just kind of glow over it like very swiftly. You can't even find it really on TradingView. But Meme is just so fun. Their latest drop is going to be ridiculous. Let's just take a look on Twitter. And I'm telling you, I expect this thing to fly out of nowhere because there's only 28,000 of them. And the market cap is like 10 million. Where's Twitter? Twitter. Did I close it? So, what's that? That's stupid, man. What the heck? That's funny, dude. A mysterious gingerbread. That's a joke. That's so funny. I love that. What's 2-2? I know. My thoughts and prayers go out to anyone harmed in the Nashville bombing yesterday. What a terrible thing that happened on, especially Christmas Day. Just sad. And they're saying it was probably intentful. Someone did it on purpose. We'll see what comes out of that. But damn, pray for the families and pray for them. That's crazy. I mean, we haven't heard about anything like that for a long time, and you know, it's been nice not getting in any terrorist events for a long time. But you know, damn, I couldn't believe that happened. So we'll kind of. I'm just gonna go to Don't Buy Meme. I want to show you these. It's getting more and more wild. This project. It's cool. Yeah, this one. Look at this. This is a new. This is the next drop, and it's the most like outrageous one out of all of them. And it's cool because these ones actually have like sound. These are the first ones that have audio. So I'm probably gonna try to get. I like that one, but that's gonna be the least rare one. That's gonna be the common. By the way, I haven't checked Meme this morning. I gotta check and see if I can mint anything. Then there's this one, kind of creepy, but I like this one. This one's crazy. I don't know. It's just that's wild. It's getting crazy, but I'm so looking forward to the first month of. I just staked in his pool, Jonathan Wolf. I wonder if I have a little pineapple head. No, it's all right. I'll just. So I'm gonna get his cat. I wonder if I can do that today. You stake on Bitrue. Be careful with Bitrue. I don't know. I'm not sure about Bitrue. I don't know. But yeah, it's cool because yeah. Oh. Okay, so this one just started minting. I could get that, but I don't really want that one. I'm telling you guys, this is art, artwork. Okay. That's so funny. This is art. People are gonna get into art, guys. Ooh. Oh. I can get, see, that's why I love. Cool. I get free I get a free NFT because I'm a meme holder. I didn't even see this. I'm gonna we get so many little perks just for all the things. There's so many little things you do with meme. Like you mint, you grow pineapples, and then you mint all these NFTs. I have all these NFTs. I would love to show you guys, but I can't unlock my wallet on my cell phone. I'm streaming on my smartphone. This is really cool. True Christmas miracle. Same as the fact that all meme holders can now claim a Christmas exclusive Pepimon NFT card this season. Oh, that's so cool. So what they did, all you do is connect your wallet. Just go on their website, connect MetaMask, and they see if you have meme, if you're using or staking meme, and then they give you the option to claim an NFT. And then there's another. Make sure if you're trying to get into Wise token, the reservation days are almost up. We got 5 or 6 days left. No, 4 days left, or something like that. So make sure you try to get in a little bit at least before they get on exchanges, because I have no idea what's going to happen with exchanges. It could really do like a 2 or 3x and then not come back down anymore. Oh yeah. Pineapple Man returns. I'm stoked. This is my favorite project. It's just so fun, and unless you're really immersed in it, you don't really know what I'm talking about. But I will be there with you guys next year explaining everything. I'm going to be one of the biggest, I'll be the biggest bull of meme in 2021 on YouTube. I'll be like that meme guy, that meme YouTuber. I love it. So, let's see what else we got on. Oh yeah, so I can't forget about that. I'll do that after the stream. Let's see what else we got here. What's going on? So, BitTrue, you don't have private keys. Yeah, I don't keep my money on exchanges. Shoot. Maybe a little, like here and there, but not much. She's cool. She was made into a meme. This is a real woman. She's very awesome. I mean, yeah, well, you don't see anyone like her. Like, she's a mom, but she's into NFTs. She's an NFT person, big time. And she's got kids and all that, but she has this alternate personality on Twitter, and she has her own platform. It's cool. But see, she has her own memes. I can't show you. It's too bad. Yeah, here they are, right here. These meme cards. I have one of them. It won't let me show you that one. But I'm telling you, once you're immersed in this space, you will never go back, because you'll see what's coming. That's the cool thing about it. You'll see what's coming. Next year, the NFT space is going to be ridiculous. Yeah, there's vector space. Yeah, see, John, I think that was Coin Connector was talking about it. She said she's going to be a petty queen. CT won't be safe from the XP army. The screenshots. Yeah, we did save a lot of screenshots. I didn't really, but a lot of the XP army did. Congrats, Bitcoin all-time high. Just wait till a lot of that goes into XRP. Get out of BTC and Tether. Huh? Oh, let's see what this is. I know it's Echo. I'm sorry.
There is no income. There is no use. There is no utility. The only thing is a speculative, self-fulfilling kind of rise.
Very true.
The rise is driven totally by manipulation. There have been academic studies suggesting that this pseudo stable coin Tether is being created by fiat. This year alone, the increase in the supply of Tether has been another 16 billion out of the initial 4, so it's 20. And every time the price of Bitcoin goes down, literally overnight they issue more of this Tether that is used literally to manipulate the price of Bitcoin. So the price of Bitcoin is totally manipulated by a bunch of people, by a bunch of whales, doesn't have any fundamental value. And like in 2017, when it went from 1,000 to 2,000, and then in 18 it crashed from 20,000 down to 3,000, I think we're close to the point in which this hyperbolic bubble is going to go bust. And it's going to go bust because law enforcement authority are having an investigation of Tether and of the company behind it. And in my view, like in the case of BitMEX, that was the biggest scam and criminal derivative cryptocurrency house, has been indicted. You can have an indictment also of those who are behind Tether. When that's occurring in the next few months, there'll be a crash of Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies. They're not even currencies, they're shit coins.
So I think before that, though, we're going to have our alt season and make a lot of money. That's what I'm betting on. Literally. I'm betting on it. Wow. No, but the thing is, like, Bitcoin has a use case, of course, but people are completely ignoring the fact that there are other cryptocurrencies out there that have a much better use case. Well, if you're going to be a Bitcoin bull, why don't you just get into, like, Ethereum? Why don't you just be... I get that the network isn't as strong because it hasn't been around as long, but may as well. I mean, it's going to get stronger and stronger. It's already been deemed not a security, you know. May as well have Ethereum, you know. But yeah, that makes me nervous, you know. Makes me nervous a little. Yeah, the pump is going to be pretty nice, I think. Damn, Bitcoin's up 240% in 2020. So next year is going to be insane for us, guys. We're going to have a really fun 2021. That's what happened in 2019. Bitcoin did well. All the other coins sucked. Maybe Ethereum did well a little bit, but Bitcoin was the star of 2019. All the other coins just kept dumping, especially XRP. And then 2020, all the coins started going insane. It's been a great year for alts so far, and next year will be even better. And just don't get too caught up in the FUD. Remember, it's a cycle. It happens all the time. We get these cycles of FUD, and the media companies, the big ones, are the ones who control it all. And they decide when to start doing it all, putting it out. Because there's a lot of FUD, and they will hold back the FUD until it's ready. But there's also a lot of great things being said. They will hold that stuff down. They'll kind of suppress that when they want, you know. But yeah, I'll get my 32 Ethereum with my Ys, I think. With my Ys, after I stake my Ys next year, it comes out December 31st, and so next year I'll stake my Ys, which is like in a few days, pretty much. I'll stake my Ys and I'll make gains on that. That's what I'm, counting on, and then my gains will go into my 32 Ethereum. That's my plan for my 32 ETH. So I think that's going to work out pretty well. Hope you don't mind if my housemate is playing the piano. Look at that, baby. Okay, someone said Theta was pumping again. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the chart. Or let's go to bubbles. Where's the bubbles? I like those bubbles. Okay. Yeah, Theta's Digibyte too. Digibyte's starting to go. Oh, that makes me happy. Yeah, Theta's doing well. I think Bitcoin gains are starting to go. This is looking a lot like the beginning of the bull run this year, when Zill and Theta was one of the front runners, and Digibyte. That's great, because I think a lot of the Bitcoin value is going to trickle into these lower cap altcoins in the top 100. I think that's what we're going to see, guys. And then we're also going to see DeFi too take off. DeFi is doing well lately. Let's go to the market cap. And then also too, I have to thank, I don't think he's here, but XRP Venture, he's put out such a nice tweet. He did. He just put out such a nice tweet for me this morning, or yesterday. He said, Mike check, is this thing on to a friend that loves people and life? Merry Christmas, Mike. So yeah, I'll retweet that. Why not? I thought I did. Because that was a very kind gesture from another fellow YouTuber. And Bill, I talk to him on the phone once in a while. He's a great guy. Very good guy. Smart, too. So, thanks, Bill. Merry Christmas to you, too, man. And then, okay, let's go to the... so let's go to the crypto market cap. Total? I think it's total. Total, yeah. And then total 2 is crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. So we'll take, I've never looked at this chart, but there you go. Excluding Bitcoin, the market cap is going up, and it doesn't look like it's showing any signs of slowing. Let's take a look at the total market cap, including Bitcoin. And then I will turn my screen off for this segment, because I make crazy eyes when I look close at my phone, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna look at that now. So including Bitcoin, oh boy, wait till Bitcoin trickles into alts. And I'll tell you what, if there's anyone who knows about when alt season's coming, it's this guy. This guy right here. I didn't watch it, I guess. It's this guy. I'll show you. I'll just type his name in. And he's very bullish on Cardano lately. He said he's dropping his Ethereum for Cardano. This guy right here.
Welcome to Big Boy Crypto. My name is Ben.
He's I have a tough time figuring him out, but I think he's not too bad of a guy, but he shows off a little, but I think he's on the right track as far as showing us the next trends and stuff, helping other people make money in the space. I think that's a good thing. So he's saying today, maybe it was yesterday, but Bitcoin crushes all-time highs. Yeah, that happened yesterday. And altcoins are next.
This channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency, and people are making money today. That's for sure. If you like money, make sure to go ahead and hit that.
Yeah, well, I don't go into any of those weird coins that I've never heard of that he promotes. You got to really vet the coins first before you get into them. But yeah, some of them like rug pull and stuff. But yeah. So he's saying alts are going to go into.
Days after Bitcoin hit $24,500 today, getting ready to move, or $24,700 today. Excuse me. Getting ready possibly to challenge 25,000. We can turn that 24,000 into support. That would definitely be.
See, that's what I'm happy about. That 24,000, like I showed you earlier. 24,000. Okay, Bitcoin, BTC, USDT, BTC, USDT. Bitcoin is now has now provided itself somewhat of a support. That's a strong support too, I think. That's a strong support right there at 24,000. Because it created somewhat of an ascending triangle here. And it broke out of it. It was kind of a parabolic ascending triangle. It just totally broke out of it. And then, yeah, that's really that might be a great thing. Only thing I'm nervous about is that it would probably still want to fill the gap down to 20K sometime or another. Probably, I guess after the bull run. Maybe, hey, maybe Bitcoin doesn't come down. Maybe it just keeps going. What it needs to do is take a breather, kind of go sideways for a while, or come back down to support and then go back up, and then get bullish again. And then I think that's when alts will really start just going nuts. And that's next year. I think 2021 will be our year. And this thing just does not want to stop. It's just, it's mind-blowing. It really is. It's just, wow. Every time I think it's going to go down, it goes up. And they are really fooling us right now, with, it should come down, right? Based on previous times that it went all the way up. I've never seen, these are fat candles that we have not seen before in Bitcoin. Money's coming from the stock market to here. Money's coming from the US dollar to here, to Bitcoin. Yeah. So I'm expecting the crypto market cap to, right now the dominance, the Bitcoin dominance is huge. I think it's like it hit 70% today. Let's see, performance, dominance. Yeah. Dominance. Yeah. Okay. So week, performance, market cap. There we go. 69%. The Tether, why is that so big? That's weird. But yeah, Tether is a scam, man. So that makes me nervous. I bet they're going more into USDC right now. A lot of people who are Bitcoin hodlers, they're probably taking little profits here and there, throwing it into USDC, because that's a more legit project, Whoops. So XRP dominance has gone down, but we'll go to market cap, and Bitcoin dominance is high. It's very green, and I expect it to slowly trickle into Ethereum, XRP, Stellar, Litecoin. Litecoin dominance will go up even more. Bitcoin Cash still has a big run ahead of it. That's one that's been very under the radar, and I do believe it has a big run ahead of it in 2021. It's going to do really well, and I think people are sleeping on it, to be honest. So, because it didn't do anything this year, it really didn't do much. A little. But look, wow, that's a good one for trading. Spikes up, you sell when it's high, and then you wait till it comes to support. Yeah, it keeps coming right back down to support. It's creating this support here. So I wouldn't buy it unless it came back down to that support, and then buy it, and then it's just wait for a big green candle and then sell it, or it's gonna start going into higher highs. It's gonna go up to here, 450. Yeah, it's gonna blast off after that. It's gonna go to like 10,000 or something. So let's see. All right, well, I went through a lot of stuff. BTC Greed and Fear Index is 93. Fear, that's something we should go over. Yeah. Let's see. Wow. So everyone's greedy right now. Is that what you're saying? Um, ah. Let's take a look. Sheesh. Okay, so extreme greed. This is not good. Wow. Last month, extreme greed. Oh boy. But you know what? Like, it seems like what they're doing is the same thing with the stock market. You think it's going to go down, and then it really doesn't go down that much. And it just keeps going up, and then, everyone's making money, they're happy, and then comes the biggest crash human history has ever seen. you know? And I think that's coming next year or maybe the year after. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous for the world, everyone in the world, for the next 2 or 3 years, It's going to be very scary times for a lot of people because even the people who do see what's coming, you still don't know exactly what to do because timing is everything with these things, So being well diversified is very important. And so that's why I'm thinking about trying to diversify a little more and maybe into the stock market a little. The good stocks, like Square. I've been talking about Square the whole time I've had my channel, and it's been doing extremely well for the last 2 years since I've had my channel. Square stock. Let's take a look at that. It's just been going up, and then I missed Tesla because it was too volatile, too much. I don't know what's gonna happen, but Square, as long as Bitcoin keeps doing well, Square is gonna just do amazing. I should have bought when I knew I should have. I got a sign from the universe, I'm telling you. And I had some when it was right here. Damn it, it's just gonna keep going, guys. Square is gonna go to 2,000. It's got another 10x ahead of it. At least. If not 100. Maybe it might go to 10,000. Or something. You think big dump in January for Bitcoin? Oh, hopefully it's quick because I can't do this anymore. I need money. This is just Bitcoin's going up, but we're just not seeing what we saw in the summer. Not quite yet. When are we going to see that DeFi summer again, man? Because that was something else. Yeah, that was something else. Let's take a look on Twitter again. Let's see what we got here. Michael Saylor's been a big advocate for Bitcoin the last month, 2 months or so. And he's single-handedly one of the ones responsible for this Bitcoin rise. So wait till they advocate for Ethereum and even XRP. This next month for XRP, I think it's going to be very telling. Yeah, Bo's timeline's been off the last month. I mean, it's been really throwing me off, and he didn't. It's not his fault though. I mean, he goes by the cycles that, he goes by the cycles that usually do well for him. So he usually is right, but this month he was not correct. And I usually trade with many different factors. I look at token metrics. I look at Bo's reports. I look at sentiment. I look at what Bitcoin's doing. I look at all sorts of things, and then I make a decision on my trade. So far, Shad. Imagine not owning crypto. U.S. holiday seasons beat low expectations for the pandemic year as online shopping surged. KSM, Kasama. Kasama is another really good one. If you like Polkadot, you need to check out Kasama. You need to really check it out and seriously consider buying some. I need to buy some. So I have Ren, I have 0x, I have Omise Go, but I don't have Kasama and I don't have Polkadot. I should. See, it's hard for me to buy coins that are already in the top 10 at this point. You know, it's really tough because, well, first of all, I don't have a lot of money to invest anymore. That's what I'm saying. Did I make a bad decision quitting my job prematurely? Sometimes I think I do, but not really. Because, like I was saying before, I'm in uncharted territory. This is a discovery transition mode for me. I'm discovering what I'm capable of, what I'm doing, what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life now. And hey, when you've been working hard your whole life, and then an opportunity comes, once in a lifetime opportunity, you take it. You gotta take risks, or you'll never get any reward, And so it's kind of been tough, but it forces you to look for other avenues, and it helped me realize that I need a job. It might not be the same kind of job that like retail or restaurant work that I've always worked, but I need that structure. You need something to help you feel productive every day. And just YouTube just doesn't cut it. That's not a job. It's just something I started doing because it was fun. Because I wanted to talk about these things. I wanted to do live streams. I wanted to share. No, don't ask for crypto. You guys, no, don't put your address there. If you could delete that message in any of my mods. Yeah, so we just need to do things in life that make us feel productive every single day, and it's great to have a scheduled thing that you do, especially if you do things that help other people. So that's why I do love doing YouTube. Because I do believe it is helping you guys. It's helping me. We're just having fun sharing information. That's what we do. And that's a great way to help each other figure things out and make money, stuff like that. Algo's good. What is this 28,000? That's the, so 28,000 they narrowed it down to a couple hundred. I don't know. I'd say this one, it's not going to go much more than over 26,000 in one day. It's just ridiculous. This is a ridiculous run. Hey, Lady Enigma. Yeah, humanitarian work. I'm thinking about, I don't know. Well, I want to get maybe a job in the crypto space to begin with. Somehow, maybe, I don't know, marketing or something. There's a lot of jobs out there, and I have enough experience that I could probably get a job somewhere doing something in crypto. I haven't really thought about that too much, but I'm starting to think about that now. I need to get a job. It's not just the money thing. Of course, it is nice to have a regular income, a regular cash flow. But it's also too, it's like a spiritual thing too. You gotta feel good about yourself, and sitting around, day after day, I still do things, but it's not the same, you know. And I used to run around a lot at work because I was a busser, I was a server, I was a food runner, I was like all these different things. And every shift I was running, I was like literally walking 1.5 speed the whole shift, and that was a great way of getting cardio. You know, it's just things like that, little things. We need to feel productive. We need to have a job. We need to, even if it's exploring your creative side now that a lot of us are stuck at home, you know, figuring out the internet. A lot of people don't know much about all the, you know, capabilities of what our smartphones can do, or our laptops, you know, but figuring things out. This is going to be a humongous transition, guys. Okay, I'm glad I talked about that because I'm gonna go into the fourth turning, because that's what we're doing. I think that's what we're in. We're in the fourth turning. We're coming right out of it. So this is the biggest transition in any of our lives that we'll ever go through the next few years. Strauss-Howe generational theory. And Wikipedia doesn't like it, so Wikipedia is on the side that it doesn't go with this, so they will use adjectives and adverbs that kind of downgrade it or put it like, they'll talk about it condescendingly. That's what Wikipedia does, and people say, "Oh no, you can edit your own art. You can edit the articles. It's community driven." No, it's not. No, that's what they want you to believe. So they always ask me for donations here on Wikipedia. I'm like, nah, you lie to me. You change things when certain events happen. You know, people take screenshots and they share them all the time. You know, after Epstein was arrested, they changed a lot of his stuff, like mysteriously, right after he was arrested. And they changed a whole lot of his Wikipedia page. And it was like that day. So this is very interesting. I want you guys to listen. The Strauss-Howe generational theory, also known as the fourth turning theory, or simply the fourth turning, describes a theorized recurring generation cycle in American history and global history. It was devised by William Strauss and Neil Howe. According to the theory, historical events are associated with recurring generational personas or archetypes. Each generational persona unleashes a new era called a turning, lasting around 20 to 25 years, in which a new social, political, and economic climate, or a mood, exists. They are part of a larger cyclical seculum along human life, which usually spans between 80 to 100 years, although some secula have lasted longer. The theory states that after every seculum, a crisis recurs in American history, which is followed by a recovery, a high. So the crisis is here. And this is the beginning. I hate to say it. The crisis is here. Next year's not going to be any easier, I don't think. Hopefully the year after that's easier, but I don't think it will be either. We will surely be in some sort of depression, and worse than we are now, because we'll have the everything bubble crash. We'll have the US dollar devaluing. We'll probably have a lot of bickering between sides. There's going to be some sort of like cold civil war, which we're already basically in. It's really sad. That's why I completely distance myself from politics now, because it's very stressful, and I don't do well with stress. I don't want to have anything to do with politics right now. I'm sorry to say that, but I can't handle that right now. I just can't. You know, I've got other things that I need to think about, because I see the future. Most people don't. They're sitting right here. They think they know everything, and people will. I mean, come on. How lower dimensional is it to get wrapped up in politics? Come on. That's exactly what the system is. The matrix is designed for. I mean, they keep us in the matrix by splitting us up. Isn't it just so convenient that every election comes down to like a 51% to 49% voting cycle? Like, it's the same thing. It's 50-50. They keep it 50-50 every time. And people still buy it. They still get into it. They get really emotional about things. But you got to look at the big picture. You want to save yourself through the next few years, and then you want to enjoy that high, that recovery high. Well, you got to make sure you don't die. All right. And so focusing on politics and all that shit right now is not going to help. Focus on things you can do to make your future better for you. And that's not politics. Okay. So, focus on how to make some money and, during this, this big crash that's going to happen, and that's how billionaires are made. That's, and I'm not talking about money. I don't care about money. I care about being able to live comfortably, or even just live. A lot of people, it's a crazy thing to say or even think about, but a lot of people are not going to live through the next few years. They won't be able to eat. They'll be on the streets. They'll die of disease. They'll die from cold because the heater's not running, whatever, pneumonia. They'll die from all sorts of things caused by this whole turning. I want to be able to not die, and I want to be able to help others. I can't do that if I don't have the means to do so with. It's just going to be, so I'm preparing, and it's hard not to get depressed about it, but at the same time, whenever I kind of even start to feel really down about the future, I always just tell myself, well, it hasn't even happened yet. So like, it could just be FUD. And then if it does happen, at least you are setting yourself up and you're helping as many people right now as you can by trying to tell them what you see. And so far what I've seen last few years has come true. A lot of it has started to come true. I was telling people we're going to be in a different dimension, come 2020, 2021. We're going somewhere that the human species has never gone before. And that's what's happening. Maybe not in the way people thought I meant. Maybe I didn't know the coronavirus was going to happen, but that's what kicked it off, and it's really about much more than that social experiment. It's much more than that experiment, but that's what is kicking it off. That's the blame right now. That's what it's about. This is about a turning. Okay. And so they're capitalizing on that as much as they can. I'm not going to go into it. So let me go down to this article a little more. During this recovery, that's what I'm looking forward to. 2024, 2025 is going to be just the most amazing time, in the best time ever of our lives. As long as we get through the next few years, and the next few years, it's not all bad, okay? Because when bad things happen, you learn a lot about the world, and you learn a lot about yourself, and you transform. This will be a metamorphosis for everyone, and you'll go down either one or two paths. You'll go to a higher dimension, you'll start understanding the universe more, or you just won't, and you just won't get it. You'll keep butting your head against the door to the higher dimension, and that's it. You'll just stay stuck until you die. And then hopefully in the next life you'll do something better. You'll learn from that, Okay, so during this recovery, institutions and communitarian values are strong. Communitarian. Yeah, so they're saying basically we're going to go to communist values. That makes sense. Yeah. Individualism will slowly die away. That makes sense. That's where we're going. Look at socialist California. I mean, they want to put us in these huge buildings. They don't want us to own our own houses or land or anything like that. And they want to give us everything, and they want us to own nothing. They want to take care of us. Government is in full control. That's what they want. And I do believe those were the principles that Trump was fighting against. How far does his integrity reach? I have no idea. You don't know who to trust nowadays. So that's why I just can't even, I don't even bother. I don't bother thinking about that too much anymore. I really don't. Just stresses me out. It's no fun anymore. Which okay, so let's see. Which ultimately creates a tumultuous political environment that ripens conditions for another crisis. Strauss and Howe laid the groundwork for their theory in their 1991 book Generations. Oh, and so I have a book. I've showed you guys this before, but it's called The Fourth Turning, and this is that book that this is basically referencing. Really cool book, a lot of fun. So check it out. It's kind of crazy, but it really puts things into perspective, helps you to understand what's going on a lot better because it makes so much sense, and it's happening. It's happening dramatically faster than like last year or the year before. But it started, this turning started in 2008. Or maybe a little before that. But yeah, it was like 2005, 2007, 2008. All right, so it discusses the history of the United States as a series of generational biographies going back to 1584. In their 1997 book, The Fourth Turning, the authors expanded the theory to focus on a fourfold cycle of generational types and recurring mood eras. To describe the history of the United States, including the 13 colonies and their British antecedents. However, the authors have also examined generational trends elsewhere in the world and described similar cycles in several developed countries. Academic response to the theory has been mixed, some applauding Strauss and Howe for their bold and imaginative thesis, and others criticizing the theory as being overly deterministic, unfalsifiable, and unsupportive by rigorous evidence. About as scientific as astrology or a Nostradamus text. Yeah, so it got a lot of controversy, but I don't care like what people say about it. It makes sense to me. Strauss and Howe generational theory has also been described by some historians and journalists as a pseudoscience. Kooky. It's not true. It's not true. And an elaborate historical horoscope. See, that's what I was telling you before, right? Didn't I tell you? They're going to put a negative spin on this because Wikipedia is Wikipedia. That's what they do. It seems like anything I'm interested in, I can tell, like, Wikipedia is not going to like it because it's true. You know, the true stuff is what they try to manipulate into whatever they want. And what they want you to believe ends up being the true thing. You know, I don't know. It's just I'm not going to go into that anymore. Academic criticism has focused on a lack of rigorous empirical evidence for their claims. And the authors view that generational groupings are more powerful than other social groupings such as economic class, race, sex, religion, and political parties. Yeah, because it doesn't fit their agenda, that's why. William Strauss and Neil Howe's partnership. Okay, so I want to go into, not that, but works. Defining a generation. There we go. Oh, wow, they've got a lot of good information here. This is great. Okay. And there's a really good movie. Nah, XRP's not dead, man. It ain't dead. You think XRP? You think all season canceled because of XRP lawsuit? Huh. Well, okay. So defining a generation here. Okay, so they define a social generation as the aggregate of all people born over a span of roughly 20 years, or about the length of one phase of life: childhood, young adulthood, midlife, and old age. I would have to say I think I'm still in young adulthood, but I'm probably in midlife. Well, no, 20. I'm still in young adulthood because I'm 34. So I guess until I'm like 40. And then midlife would be 40 to 60, and then old age would be 60 to 80. That's kind of depressing. No, I don't think it's that bad. So Generations are identified from first birth year to last by looking for cohort groups of this length that share three criteria. First, members of a generation share what the authors call an age, location, and history. They encounter key historical events and social trends while occupying the same phase of life. In this view, members of a generation are shaped in lasting ways by the eras they encounter as children and young adults, and they share certain common beliefs and behaviors. Exactly. Oh, I mean, like, you don't share. There's a lot of like values that your grandpa or grandma have that you don't have, like being frugal. You know, like my grandma was very frugal and very, very frugal, and she would not want me to waste water. She would not want to waste anything because she went through World War II, where you do not waste. You know, they stood in line for a meal ticket, you know, and they got little bits of food because she lived in England, and you just don't waste food. So nowadays, what do? We waste tons of food all the time, but that's gonna change. You know, next year and the year after. I don't, and I'm not trying to be a doom and gloomer, but I'm trying to be a realist and help people to get on the right track. But we do waste a ton of food, and I think we're gonna have to really start being very different with our habits. We gotta start being different with our habits. So, because we might not have as much, you know, unless the crypto takes care of that for us, you know. I think it will next year, but at the same time, we still won't want to because there's going to be so many people hurting. I think that it will be immoral. It will be immoral to waste food or waste anything really. In a time when so many people in the world are hurting. People are hurting already. I mean, and it just started. Get into bug farming, huh? Interesting. You to eat them or what? I know people eat maggots and bugs and stuff. I'm not judging either. I'm not judging them because that's good protein, but that's kind of gross. Grubs, right? With Timon and Pumbaa. In this view, members of the generation are shaped in lasting ways, okay? Aware of the experiences and traits that they share with their peers, members of a generation would also share a sense of common perceived membership in that generation. Interesting. Isn't this great? I love the psychology. Dude, that is disgusting. Please. BTC's pumping, but we're going back to 16K? No, I don't think we're doing that anytime soon, to be honest. I don't see that happening. You know, I really do hope it just kind of comes down to 24,000 and then creates a support, a floor, and that's when alts will blow. They will go. Turnings, here we go. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Okay, we are in the crisis mode right now. This is the exciting part that got me. I'm gonna drink out of my Chainlink mug. Crypto mic. Really cool mug. Just one sec. Cold coffee. Love it. According to Strauss and Howe. Oh, okay. While writing Generations, Strauss and Howe described a theorized pattern in the historical generations they examined, which they say revolved around generational events, which they call turnings. In the Generations, in a greater detail in the fourth turning, they describe a four-stage cycle of social or mood eras, which they call turnings. The turnings include the high, the awakening, the unraveling, and the crisis. So, the high, which is we will start experiencing this. The whole world will start feeling a little better. They'll actually start feeling more put together. Like, okay, we're gonna be all right. Actually, this is cool. We have a new life. Like, things went to shit over the last 20 years. You know, it's like, really, the world has not been fun or anything the last 20 years. In some ways, it has been. Like Pogs and Pokemon cards, crypto, stuff like that. That's fun, yeah. You know, having a girlfriend, having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You know, having those human experiences with each other. It's still fun, but no, we've had war. We've had we've had all this. I mean, the last 2 years have been just a hate fest on anyone who opposes, anyone who opposes one side or another. That's all I'm gonna say, and it's just been so ridiculous, and I don't know. I just can't stand that type of people just hating on people. I don't know how people can do that. I don't get it. I've never done it. Sometimes I get emotional. I get mad at people, but I can't just like calmly like just tell someone something hateful if I'm not like emotional or angry. So, and then if I do, I like right away I take it back and I'm like, damn, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That's not me. I don't feel that way. And just snapped, So, but I don't get how people can be hateful towards others for a living, But I don't know. I just don't. They probably don't get how, They probably think I'm very soft, And so that's just how it goes. There's people, but okay, so we have not had the greatest, 20 years, because actually Pogs and Pokemon, they were before that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Pogs and Pokemon, Pogs, Tamagotchi. What else did we have? We had like Mighty Max and all that. All those things. Bikes. We had Power Wheels. The 90s were the best for toys, and even the 80s. They just made great toys back then. Digimon, I know I wasn't in that camp. And then people, there's like the Magic the Gathering. A lot of people are into that. I wasn't in. I wasn't, but yeah. So I don't know. Oh, G.I. Joe, yeah, So anyways, let's see. During the high, institutions are strong, individuals weak. So, okay, so according to Strauss and Howe, the first turning, so what I was saying is that the high should start in probably 4 or 5 years, maybe 3, maybe 6, 7, I don't know. But somewhere around there, it's very like loose. They don't really say, oh, it's this. It's only 20 years, every single 20 years. It's like 20, 25 years, something like that. So, according to Strauss and Howe, the first turning is a high, which occurs after a crisis. During the high, institutions are strong and individualism is weak. Society is confident about where it wants to go collectively. Though those outside the majoritarian center often feel stifled by the conformity. And that's kind of, we see a lot of that is happening. You either conform or get out, And it's going to be a lot more like that next year once we have to make a decision to take the vaccine or not, because that will give us an admission ticket to movie theaters and concerts and stuff like that. If you don't take the vaccine, you're not going to be able to go enjoy those things you used to enjoy. And it might even get as bad as that if you don't take the vaccine, you can't go into a grocery store. That's what I'm hearing. We'll see. So, tough decision for people who really know a lot, I've never wanted to be stuck by a needle and then just put stuff in me. I don't know. They haven't even tested it for long. It's just been, and there's all sorts of theories about what could be in it, nanotechnology, DNA altering stuff, whatever. Society is confident. Okay, so according to the authors, the most recent first turning in the U.S. was after World War II. Right after World War II. So that's another thing I worry about. We're in some sort of cold civil war right now. I mean, I don't know if you would call it that. I don't know if it's to that extent, but we do bicker. They really are putting us on sides. If you believe in this, then you're on this side. Even if you do have other values that are values that this side shares, it doesn't matter. If you do this one thing wrong, you're cast to that side, and you're labeled. Sad. There's no individualism anymore, guys. It's going to be like that for the next few years, I think. So it's going to be tough. It is tough for a lot of us. It's really sad. A lot of us just want to be individuals. We want to make our own decisions. We want to feel free, but that's not the case. We just, they're clamping down on every single part of our lives right now, in every aspect. So, it is what it is. So, let's go to the next one. Okay, so they're saying it began in 1946, right after World War II, which makes sense. Yeah, after the World War, I mean, that's when America started coming back. Everyone was happy. Man, you remember seeing the pictures of the newspapers? The soldiers coming back and them on the streets of New York just cheering when they heard the news that it was done. It was done, And then the next decade, man, 2 decades was just great. And then right here it says the ending, that high period ended with the assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963. And then we went into the Vietnam era. So let's go on. Awakening. So according to the theory, the second turning is an awakening. This is an era when institutions are attacked in the name of personal and spiritual autonomy. All right? So, just when society's reaching its high tide of public progress, they're putting their own spin. Wikipedia puts their own spin on this. And I see it. Most people do not see it, but I see it. I see what they're doing. Just when society is reaching its high tide of public progress, people suddenly tire of social discipline. So they're making it seem like it's a bad thing. Social discipline. Well, you should have social discipline, but not like, you shouldn't be told what to do to the point where it's a tough subject. It's like something I could talk about. Like GDLT, like any of you guys want to go on a hike or something, we'll talk for 2 hours. We'll go on a hike. We'll talk, but that's something I can just talk about for like all day, Oh damn, I'm gonna have to, you know what? I can actually just plug the power in right here. I can unplug the mic, so hopefully it doesn't sound too much different or bad or anything. Can you guys hear me decently? Like, still? I'll donate my vaccine. People are waking up. There's a vaccine for that. Oh, there you go, man. Yep. You got that right. Yeah. So, and I'm not trying to get so unfortunately, I have to be very careful on my channel. I've had to make choices. It's really sad. I can't speak my mind on this channel, or they hit me hard. YouTube hits me hard. They have AI that continually listens to every single tone, word, everything on your channel. Everything you on your screen, the AI is extremely powerful and self-learning. And they catch everything that if they don't like it, and they have a sentiment tracker, like, okay, is this okay to say? If not, no, we're gonna diminish your views, or we won't suggest. We won't put you in the suggestions for other people to see your video, and then you'll get and that's why my channel is very kind of niche. It's kind of niche. The other platforms suck. I've tried Theta. That sucks. Theta sucks. The platform. I mean, not the cryptocurrency, but the platform sucks. BitChute. Yeah, BitChute's I think that's the next most popular one, but it's still kind of almost like I'll be going away from my whole, community basis, my whole foundation of subscribers here that know me, it'll be like starting over. It's going to be, I mean, I might have to do it anyways, but I don't know. I don't think so. that's why I'm trying to keep my channel more to cryptocurrency, That's pretty much what I've been doing lately, and they've been monetizing every video. So there was a big stage where they demonetized every single video of mine, but I say the last 10 videos have been they've been monetizing them. So that was a cool thing. They won't monetize this one because I had the cool Christmas lo-fi hip hop music going on in the background earlier. So, but it's a when they monetize live streams, like doesn't really matter. You don't get any money for live streams. So it's just fun. I like connecting with you guys. I really do. There's just something magical about live streaming. How's the sound, by the way? Is it good? D Live, that's another one. Yeah, I'll lose the majority of my followers. They won't know where I'm at, and then I'll be forgotten. You know, I'll be forgotten. Like that's how it goes. You know, people will say, "Oh, what happened to Crypto Mike?" And then they'll bring you up again, maybe a few months later, and then that might be it. You know, that's the last time. You know, they're like, "Oh," and then maybe like on their deathbed, they'll be like, "Arr." Okay, thanks, Crypto Lifer. Great, sound is amazing. Well, that's the microphone from my Samsung, my smartphone. I unplugged the microphone. Maybe I should just not use a microphone from now on. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Maybe it sounds fine. So, all right, let me keep going because this is so fascinating to me, guys. Um, I love that this whole concept. It makes so much sense. I want to make a movie on it or something. I mean, it's really cool. It needs to be a documentary. There is a documentary actually out there, but they've hidden it. They've tried to hide it. It's very hard to find. I think you can find it on YouTube. If anyone knows the documentary, I think it's by Steve Bannon or something. And you're in my Telegram group. Please send that to me in the Telegram group. I want to watch that again. So, all right. So let's go on. This is the awakening. Okay. According to the theory, the second turning is an awakening. This is an era when institutions are attacked in the name of personal and spiritual autonomy. Just when society is reaching its high tide of public progress, people suddenly tire of social discipline and want to recapture a sense of self awareness, spirituality, and personal authenticity. Young activists look back at the previous high as an era of cultural and spiritual poverty. Hmm. Um, Strauss and House say the U.S.'s most recent awakening was the consciousness revolution. Oh, that's the hippie era. Summer of '69, right? We had the Beatles, we had all this, the Grateful Dead and all. I think that was in the '70s. I'm not sure, but yeah, that was like the LSD era. Conscious revolution, consciousness, which spanned from the campus and inner city revolts of the mid 1960s to the tax revolts of the early 1980s. The unraveling. And this is the part that made up most of my life and most of your guys' lives, I bet. Because most of you guys, I look at the analytics, most of you guys are in your 30s and mostly male, but there are females. There's like, I think I get a good 9% female watchers on my channel. So I don't know. I think it's because I'm good looking, but I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm just joking. Um, the unraveling, okay, according to Strauss and Howe, the third turning is an unraveling. The mood of this era, they say, is in many ways the opposite of a high. That's what I was saying, right? Earlier, I said that the last 20 years has not really been that great, you know? The opposite of a high, really. Institutions are weak and distrusted. Oh, and now they are, especially. While individualism is strong and flourishing. The authors say highs come after a crisis, when society wants to coalesce and build and avoid the death and destruction of the previous crisis. Unravelings come after awakenings, okay, when society wants to atomize and enjoy. They say the most recent unraveling in the US began in the 1980s and includes the long boom and culture war. I don't know what the long boom is. That's interesting. I'll actually open that in a new tab. I'll look at that later. And then the crisis. Now, this is where we're at right now, the crisis. Okay. According to the authors, the fourth turning is a crisis, and we are in the fourth turning. This is an era of destruction, often involving war or revolution, in which institutional life is destroyed and rebuilt. There you go. The Great Reset. In response to a perceived threat to the nation's survival. All right, that's what's happening. After the crisis, civic authority revives, cultural expression redirects towards community purpose, and people begin to locate themselves as members of a larger group. There you go. The authors say the previous fourth turning in the US began with the Wall Street crash of 1929. There you go. So we're in the same situation as back then. Same situation, different generation. And climaxed with the end of World War II. Interesting. The GI generation, which they call a hero archetype, born in 1901 to 1924, came of age during this era. Interesting. We are the hero generation, guys. That's us. We are going to come of age real soon. We're going to discover how strong we really are, and the ones who are weak will not make it. You know, you got to be strong on every level. You know, every level. The authors say that the previous fourth turning in the U.S. began with the Wall Street crash of 1929. And hey, look up in the upper left-hand corner. It's 11:11, baby. So make a prayer, and whatever the last thing you thought is something maybe you should meditate on. Anyways, born 19. Okay, so they say their confidence, optimism, and collective outlook epitomized the mood of that era. The authors assert the millennial generation, which they also describe as a hero archetype, born in 1982 to 2004. I was in 1986. I was an 80s baby. Show many similar traits to those of the GI youth, which they describe as including rising civic engagement, improving behavior, and collective confidence. Cycle. The authors describe each turning as lasting about 20 to 22 years. 4 turnings make up a full cycle of about 80 to 90 years, which the authors term a saeculum, after the Latin word meaning both a long human life and a natural century. Generational change drives the cycle of turnings and determines its periodicity. As I did not know that was a word. As each generation ages into the next life phase. I'm going to turn this down a little, and then my battery will just do that. My battery will retain more of its energy. Historical events shape generations in childhood and young adult. Then, as parents and leaders in midlife and old age, generations in turn shape history. Each of the 4 turnings has a distinct mood that recurs every saeculum. Strauss and Howe describe these turnings as the seasons of history. And this is another fascinating aspect of it. I mean, these guys are smart. This was really cool. They did a lot of research, and they've seen this cycle happen over and over since the birth of America, the U.S., the United States. At one extreme is the awakening, which is analogous to summer. And at the other extreme is the crisis, which is analogous to winter. So we are in a cold winter. We have a cold winter to come. We are right in the middle of a cold winter. The turnings in between are transitional seasons. The high and the unraveling are similar to spring and autumn, respectively. Strauss and Howe have discussed 26 theorized turnings over 7 saecula in Anglo-American history from the year 1435 through today. I mean, so they dug through this whole book. This whole book they describe how they came up with their theory, and they use examples throughout from 1435 through today. to prove their theory. I guess it's not proven, but it makes sense to me. At the heart of Strauss and Howe's ideas is a basic alternation between two different types of eras: crisis, crisis and awakenings. Both of these are defining eras in which people observe that historic events are radically altering their social environment. Crises are periods marked by major secular upheaval when society focuses on reorganizing the outer world of institutions and public behavior. They say the last American crisis was the period spanning the Great Depression and World War II. Awakenings are periods marked by cultural or religious renewal, when society focuses on changing the inner world of values and private behavior. The last American awakening was the consciousness revolution of the 1960s and 1970s. During crises, great peril provokes a societal consensus, an ethic of personal sacrifice, and that we are going to have to probably go through that, guys. That's what I'm expecting. This is not going to be easy. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, cold winter. I mean, I don't know if he was talking about this, the great turning, the fourth turning, but um, roughly halfway to the next crisis, a cultural awakening occurs. Historically, these have often been called Great Awakenings. In describing the cycle of crises and awakenings, they draw from the work of other historians and social scientists who have also discussed long cycles in American and European history. The cycle of crisis responds with long cycles of war identified by such scholars. And that's another thing I worry about, guys. We are so focused on being on one side or another within our country. What do you think China is doing? They're invading us. We don't even know it. What about Russia? They see all this bickering. They're going to take that as weakness, and they might just hit us. They might just hit us hard because of all this, and they have the means to do so. So we got to stop bickering with each other and just kind of find a common ground, at least try to find a spiritual common ground and just be there for each other. Okay, that's what we need before we start a World War III single-handedly, because of our own civil disengagement with reality. We are just not, we're not in reality right now. This is not real. So they also say recurring crises and awakenings correspond with two-stroke cycles in politics, foreign affairs, and the economy. There you go. That's it. Politics, foreign affairs, and the economy. That's what we're going through right now. I mean, look at the politics of it's just gotten so crazy. I mean, politics is just not the same. It used to be so calm back in the 90s. No one cared if, people got hurt. They got a little butt hurt if their candidate didn't win, but they didn't protest. They didn't riot. It's just nuts. Now it's just people are just so emotional. But they're just that's what they want. That's what the big boys, that's what they want. All right. As well as with long-term oscillations in crime and substance abuse. So that's definitely happening. Definitely happening. Archetypes. The authors who say different types of eras and two formative age locations associated with them, young childhood and young adulthood, produce four generational archetypes that repeat sequentially in rhythm with the cycle of crises and awakenings. In generations, they refer to these four archetypes as idealist, reactive, civic, and adaptive. In the fourth turning, they change this terminology to prophet, nomad, hero, and artist. Interesting. Well, we are definitely seeing, yeah, I see that. I can see a big artsy kind of revolution coming. People are going to get creative. They're going to have to. They're going to get forced to be creative, to find their inner self, to at least deal with the pain and whatever's coming. And I'm not trying to be a doom and gloomer. I just see what's coming. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope the next few years are awesome, and they might be. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. That would be great. I mean, it might happen. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, so take this all with a grain of salt. They say generations in each archetype are not only share a similar age, location, and history. They also share some basic attitudes towards family, risk, culture, and values. That's for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, my parents, they put much more um, they put much more emphasis on family values than my generation, and then even my younger brothers and sisters, and the kids nowadays. It's just all different. It's just different. They don't have that as much family value type of emphasis in their life, and I see kids who are just brats to their parents, and just nasty because I don't know, but not all kids, not all kids. It's just different though. I never could have gotten away with what a lot of kids um, their behavior nowadays. Like I wouldn't have got away with it back then. Um, in essence, generations shaped by similar early life experiences develop similar collective personas and follow similar life trajectories. Today, Strauss and Howe have described 25 generations in Anglo American history, each with a corresponding archetype. So, the prophet. I don't think I'm going to go into all this because we're kind of straying away from the topic of the live stream. I'm a hero though. That's my generation. Hero because I was born in 1986. Hero Civic generations. Civic. Oh, that's a clue. So we need to buy some Civic. Enter childhood during an unraveling, a time of individual pragmatism, self-reliance, and what is? How do you say that, guys? Lay, lay. I've seen it before. It's a cool word, but I don't know how to say it. Lay fair. Heroes grow up as an increasingly protected post-awakening children. Increasingly protected post-awakening children come of age as team-oriented young optimists during. Oh, that's yeah. I'm an optimist. During a crisis, so I am going to be a team-oriented optimist through this crisis. I know that sounds like me. Um, that's definitely what I'll be. Man, during downturns, like during the XRP bear market, didn't you see me making videos? I didn't see a lot of people doing videos on cryptocurrency. You see now that cryptocurrency is in the spotlight, all sorts of people are making videos and channels, but I was doing more videos when we were in red days because I'm the type of person who I really like to lift people up. I want to cheer people up. I really want to help people through to get out of a rut or a mood. That's just how I am. That's just how I am. And so, if we do have a big downturn, I'll probably be more um, uh, incentivized, I guess, to just because of my personality to probably do videos to help people. Because when we were in our DeFi summer, I was not doing videos. I was too busy trading and making money. I was happy and I was like, oh, okay, you know what? There's no reason to do videos because I have this going on. I had a lot of stuff going on too. Um, but during a downturn, that's just that's how I am. So politically powerful elders. Okay, so I'm going to be a politically powerful elder. I don't know about politically, but um, yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with politics. Come of age as a team-oriented young optimist during a crisis. Emerge as energetic, overly confident midlifers. Maybe that's me. Maybe that's me. I'll be overly confident. Well, it's not too bad. It's better than being not confident. Um, I mean, I could see if I have a whole bunch of money, I'll be pretty confident. I don't see why not. I'll be able to do the things I've always wanted to do. Travel. I mean, I think traveling is going to open the whole world up for me. I mean, I think traveling is gonna just change my life. Just experiencing all these different cultures. Italy, I want to go to Venice. I want to go to Rome. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Singapore. Um, I want to travel everywhere. Australia. Oh, where else? There's a bunch of places. Amsterdam. I guess I don't really have any. I don't really need to go check out the red light district or anything. Like I don't have any, because I'm not like a huge pothead or anything. But Amsterdam would be cool. Yeah, it would be cool. I want to check out London, but I'll have to wear body armor because I don't want to get stabbed. But you know, just going around the world, checking out different cultures. Sounds like I want to join the military. I don't know about that. Need to get. I know. Yeah, need to get a passport. That's right, man. Probably easier to get a passport now than it will be, you know, in a few years. To be honest. So they're making it difficult for this to do anything on your own. You know, like in California here, that they have this new thing, California ID, a real ID. You have to get a real ID before a certain date next year, I think. And if you don't have that certain ID, you will not be able to fly out of the state, I believe. It's either out of the state or I think it's out of the state. So you won't be able to take flights out of the state. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing about London, man. It sucks. It's too bad, man. Now it sucks, yeah. Oh, you need to get vaccinated. Yeah. Yeah, that's something we'll see. We'll see. I'm just gonna avoid it as much as I can for the time being. I don't like that kind of thing. So I was going to show you one more thing, I think, before I would let you go. But it's been a great live stream. This has been a lot of fun. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. I don't know if you're still here, but you know, good vibes lately, man. You're doing great on your channel. Really good vibes, right? So you always have good things to say about me. You always do good things for your people. So, you know, if you're not part of his group, because we kind of like share a lot of the same viewers. If you're not subscribed to Crypto Lifer yet, you should, because he does good stuff. He gives you very good information. So he does a live stream every day. Looks like today was like almost 3 hours long, and he goes over how to trade crypto. You know how to see patterns. He does this. If you just like, sometimes I like to just put in my headbuds and just do my things. I'm not even watching, but I'm listening. I'm hearing, and I get so many good little tidbits of information. So go check out the Crypto Lifer for sure. I'll actually put the link in the description. I'm trying to help him out. He tries to help me out. We were just because I've actually been in his Telegram a lot lately. A lot of good people in there too that are very helpful with trading, how to how to trade. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and drop the link for you, and if you can, just go and subscribe to him. We'll try to get him above 1,000 subscribers so he can live stream on his mobile device, and he can actually get the super chat function too. That's what you get when you have over 1,000 subscribers.
Can I get an amen? And look, we have it. See, that tells me that was the bottom for the altcoins at 195. I think we're done, man. I think we're gonna go sideways. I think we're gonna start going up.
Red Dog Leader, how you doing?
Enough is enough. Also,
I saw you in Crypto Lifer's channel earlier.
there's always a pattern in a pattern.
Yeah, man, it's a crazy world out there, man. Shoot. So, dang, dude, they still didn't get him above 30. Man, that's so weird. YouTube is so weird, dude. Do you like my thumbnail? So, yeah, I think alt season should be. Let's see what he says. I want to see what he says. I know it echoes for some reason, when I play videos on my phone. So here, because he does say some good things. He does say some things that make a lot of sense. And if anyone knows when alt season's coming, it's probably BitBoy because he's king of
Good thing.
the pumps.
What does this mean from here as far as altcoins go? Well, that means that altcoins are probably going to pump soon. That is what I think. And when I say altcoins, I'm talking about the top altcoins, top 10, top 20. We talked about that in the video earlier today. Sorry, I had some overexposure on that video. It's because the iPhone 12, by the way, listen how stupid this is. The videos on the iPhone 12 are too powerful for YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Damn.
Like, think about that. How dumb is that?
That's kind of like.
But they got to wait for the platforms to catch up to them. So we're going to have some other phone recording options as long and short of it. But here's the thing. I'm expecting Ethereum, Cardano, Litecoin, Bitcoin forks. I'm expecting all those to have pretty good weeks coming up over the next few days. A lot of people are saying the Bitcoin dominance is getting ready to fall. When that does happen, if we compare to what happened in 2017, Bitcoin will fall, or Bitcoin dominance will fall like a rock. Altcoins will shoot to the moon. Remember, Ethereum was hovering around 300 for what seemed like forever. When it shot up, it didn't just go up a little bit, it doubled, going up to $672 at the peak for the yearly high for Ethereum. So when we're in these altcoins, we're waiting for these big moves. We're not waiting for little boy moves. That's what Bitcoin does. It goes up 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%. We're looking for that big 50% move. We're looking for that 75% move. That's what we're looking at in this run for these altcoins. So that's kind of what I expect to happen. I'm very glad Bitcoin hit all-time highs today. Just want to leave you guys with this. It's Christmas. You guys probably hanging out with your family. A lot of your family members may be wanting to know. You may have a little Otis Wilbur Brutus the third want to know about Bitcoin. You're going to meet 4 people in your family. And each one of these people you're going to talk to have to be spoken to differently about cryptocurrency. Just remember, when you talk about Bitcoin, everybody wins. That's because you're going to meet people that are willing, people who are investors, people who are nervous, and people who are skeptical. It's a little acronym I made up today, driving to my mom's house with the family.
I think he has a dog on his lap or something.
The willing people. What do you have to tell the willing people? Well, you have to show them. You have to show them how to do things. They're going to want to know how to buy Bitcoin, what apps to use. You need to show them the difference between owning crypto themselves or investing on platforms like Robinhood or Coinbase or PayPal, where you don't actually own the Bitcoin. Also, some of those willing people, you're going to have to slow them down a little bit. They're looking for an immediate come up. They want to get super rich overnight. Not going to happen. When you're talking to investors, people who have played the stock market before, maybe even just loosely, but that's all they know how to do is to invest traditional ways. For those people, push them to the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust or the Ethereum Trust. Getting them in those will possibly help them get more interested in cryptocurrency, and eventually, who knows, they may move on over to Coinbase or Cash App or Binance or one of those custody places where you can actually take custody of your Bitcoin. You're going to meet people who are nervous. The reason why they're going to be nervous is because they just don't understand cryptocurrency. They don't understand Bitcoin, and they think that's the thing that's holding them back. For them, you should tell them, hey, listen, do you know how a Tesla engine works? How many people do you believe invest in Tesla and know how the Tesla engine works? The answer is pretty much zilch, okay? Hardly any of those people actually understand. The stock market, most people don't understand the dynamics of how a lot of those companies work, but they still invest in them because they understand they're strong companies. That's where people need to get with cryptocurrency. You don't have to understand how to use cryptocurrency to invest in it. Obviously, people use the HTTP protocol every single day in order to surf the internet. They don't know how it works, so that's not necessarily a great thing. For skeptics, remember, don't waste your time on skeptics. And when I say skeptics, I don't mean people that seem to be like willing to be convinced. I'm talking about people that are haters, people that immediately will just say, nope, I'm not interested. It's a scam. You say, well, more US dollars have been involved in, illegal activities than Bitcoin. And you say less than 1% of all Bitcoin transactions are for illegal purposes. And if they hear that and they say, nope, still scam, then you're wasting your breath. You're talking to people that don't want to see the truth. We've definitely seen that on this channel this year with some people who are haters on the channel or haters to the channel. I don't do the things they accuse me of. I don't do things that are negative. But yet, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
They don't want to see the truth. They want to hate.
So I was barely listening to him the last few minutes, but That was funny with the last thing I heard him say. Let's see. So, yeah, it looks like, and when this is it. This is the crypto market cap without Bitcoin. Then we can go to total and see the one with Bitcoin. And I mean, it's been going nuts. It's been going nuts. Look at this. 5 year. Do the 5 year. Is that 5 year? Oh, yeah. I mean, it basically looks just like the Bitcoin chart. But so the other one, we're basically down here. So once Bitcoin drops, once Bitcoin dominance drops, I expect the crypto market cap to double. Our portfolios will double because it'll come up here, I think. And Bitcoin will come down here. That's what looks like. I think that'll happen. So that's very bullish. He's usually pretty on the money, to be honest. He's pretty on the money for the most part. Pretty smart guy. Okay. So that's what I could see happening there. And it'll probably be a month or two of alts just going nuts. We'll see. And I'll keep you up to date with my findings and any kind of like top secret information I find. Because I'm always trying to keep you guys informed. So with total 2, we'll go back to total 2. That's the one without, and thanks Crypto Lifer. He told me that earlier in the live stream, in his live stream. I was like, what? So yeah, that's what it'll double. It'll double. It'll go right up there. That's what's gonna happen. Damn, I bet that's gonna happen pretty soon. I could see it. So much money came into the market recently. I mean, it's not going to just all stay in Bitcoin, especially if Bitcoin starts dumping. So when Bitcoin starts dumping, of course, people will sell into Tether. Well, Tether's under heat right now too, but people will sell into other altcoins, USDC. But then they'll sell into the ones that are backing the USDC. Okay, Stellar, Algo, Solana. Is there another one? Ethereum. So Stellar, you guys, it's been so quiet. You guys, we need to take a look at Stellar. Why is it always so quiet? Yet it gives us bigger gains than XRP, doesn't it? I mean, there's no denying that. Lately, it's been giving us like a third more of the gains than XRP, and XRP has been dumping a lot more than Stellar has been because there's no FUD going on about Stellar. I mean, it's going to be used for the digital dollar. I mean, it doesn't get any more clear than that. Let's see. Let's take a look. Stupid drawing. Let's see. We'll go back to this crosshair. Okay. See? I kind of told you guys. Well, I didn't. Yeah, it was like almost there. I was almost right. It wasn't completely right. Yeah, it was close enough though. It was close enough, I guess. I thought by the end of October it would come down to this bracket, but it didn't. I don't know. So Stellar is highly underrated, and we'll actually take a look at Algo too. That one is super duper underrated, even compared to Stellar. Let's take a look at the year. Oh, that's a weird looking chart. Interesting. You see, I had all these lines. I have not looked at Stellar for so long, but I drew all these lines and they came down to these lines. Came right down to the line I drew. So that's how, come on, what's going on? Okay, so that's how I know at least a little bit about this stuff. It came exactly right down to the line. And let me see, was this a good support or not? What is going on with this thing? Come on. It's tough using TradingView on your phone. But at least I have a really good phone. Yep, exactly. Boom. it's on that support. It's not a strong support though, but this one down here was, and it came right back up. The one right down here, that's a strong support. I mean, like kind of strong. I mean, this one's much stronger. This one down below, much stronger. So I would actually, if nothing happens, but you know what though, this goes into effect in January. This whole stellar, I don't know if it's going to boost the price or anything, but there will be more volume coming in, I believe. And especially if the USDC starts improving at a much higher and faster rate, just in performance, as far as sending and receiving. And so if it becomes if it becomes more of a legitimate, like through the eyes of the whales, if it becomes more legitimate as a stable coin, they're going to put a lot of money into it, and then they'll actually, a lot of money will come out of Tether. Tether is scary. That's a scary situation. They're scrutinizing Tether really like a lot right now, and whatever judgment they put on it could have a devastating effect, hopefully just short term, on the whole market. Okay, so like this one came all the way down here. And that was nice though. I mean, did you see how high that pumped in like a day or two? You know, when we got those Brian Armstrong tweets. I mean, this was when Brian Armstrong tweeted about regulations, right around here. It was like right around here. Why is it doing this? It's probably because I'm live streaming. And then boom. Damn. I mean, it went high. You remember that? Dang. Whew. That was fun. It was fun being a Stellar holder. It was fun being an XRP holder during those few days. That's the magic of these two different coins. That's the magic. Is that they'll sit around for years and not do anything. And then one little piece of news will just blow them up, and then or crash them. I think it's just coming. 2021 will be a good year for Stellar and for XRP. Man, but it came down. I'm thinking, although, I'm thinking it actually could. I hope alt season happens soon, because if it keeps going on the track it's going, like it could. It's doing it again. Why does it keep doing this? It could come up, down, and maybe like come to this very strong support before coming back up, and then it would just go. I don't know. That's a tough one, but it's based on when they plan to use it, when they plan to drop some FUD or whatever. But it's funny, you don't hear a lot of hate for Stellar. So interesting. So that's a good one. Let's go check out Algo. USDT. Yep. These blue lines, man. Gotta cross. Oh, I never knew you could do that. I could just tap that. Hold on, wait. So I can do. Oh, cool. That's good. That's interesting. I like that, dude. Very easy. TradingView has made this app on the smartphones, on the new ones, very easy to use, very intuitive too. Almost in a way, like it's easier to use than if you're just on your computer. Oh, okay. So that was a rather falling ass wedge, and it broke to the downside, and then we had some upside, up. We were having just these hills and valleys and peaks, and this is probably just a great accumulation to buy, I would say. I don't see how this could go down. Well, it could, but if all season comes soon, this thing should do well. Let's go to the all-time. Let's go to 5. dude, this thing should be doing great, but it's not yet. But you see, it goes through an accumulation period. That's what it does. Yeah, it goes through an accumulation period. So you got this period right here, this period right here, and now they're pretty much the same length too. So maybe another month or so. I don't know if it follows the same thing. Yeah, if it follows the same pattern. And then Solana is another one of interest. Huh. Yeah, I need to actually start accumulating more algo. This one's very good. It's because they've got a good team. Let's go take a look at the website real quick. Algo's very good. Very highly underrated. No one even talks about it much, but it's getting some steam. It's picking up a little bit of steam, and I like that because that's what it needs. And I can see the sign that next year it's going to be very different for algo, especially with if there's any big announcements with the USDC. That's what I'm waiting for. Okay, because they're not even partnered. They're literally using Circle is using Algorand for the USDC blockchain or whatever. Frictionless. So they I guess they solved the trilemma. Smart contracts, atomic transfers, ASA, Algorand standard assets, standard blockchain assets with customizable options directly in layer one. Research led by Turing Award winner Silvio Micali and a renowned team of cryptographers, engineers, and mathematicians that solved the blockchain trilemma. Algorand is committed to the ongoing development of best-in-class solutions for the future of economic exchange. The latest research, I'm not going to go into that, but I want to kind of go. Frictionless finance. So, this is cool. I've never actually, I don't think I've checked out the website. Use cases. Algorand has a diverse global group of partners representing the technology, venture capital, cryptocurrency, and financial services communities. Cool. So Circle, of course, that's the USDC parent company. IDEX, okay, that's a good exchange for. It was like the first decentralized exchange for only ERC20 tokens. I think it was just ERC20, and I used to be able to use it, and then they blocked U.S. users from using it. Republic, wasn't that a crypto? Tether, interesting. I didn't know they were partnered with Tether. StakerDAO, Dedit, Marshall Islands. Oh yeah, Algorand was selected to power the first national digital currency, known as the SOV, which will circulate alongside the US dollar to help the Marshall Islands efficiently operate in the global economy. That's cool. I remember when that came out, that piece of news. Kudo, TEX. I suspect that this list will be more robust next year, by the end of next year. Securitize. A lot of foreign stuff too. This is cool. I like it. Props. Blockstack. Okay, and that Blockstack is in Digital Currency Group's portfolio, and I've always tried to highlight that. Anything that I know is in there, because that is important. The Digital Currency Group's portfolio is very important. Ripple's in there. CoinDesk is in there. Zcash is in there. I haven't heard anything about Zcash. Oh my gosh, let's check that one out. I haven't heard anything about privacy coins lately. Let's go take a look. And Yeah, it's been doing pretty well. I think Monero's been doing probably better, but it's probably kind of following Monero's lead. It's really retesting this diagonal support or resistance. Seems no, man, my phone is just like so hot right now from live streaming. It's like overheating, I think. It's all right. It's worth it. I like doing this. This is fun. Maybe I was wrong, I guess. But it just seems like this is a minor, very short term resistance that it's retesting. See, why does it do that? What's going on? All right, right there. You see that? It's retesting this right here. So it could break a little bit back to down to the downside. But I mean, I only own like a few of these, so really I don't care. But I kind of want to buy some more. Man, what a weird chart. Oh yeah, it's like the Wu Tang W. I don't know how to. I don't know. So yeah, but let's see. Actually, no, it's fine. It's good. It's doing all right. It's right there. It's still on support. That's great. Yeah. Zcash is good. Good to go. This is probably a great time to buy it. To be honest, it's very right down there at support. Unless Bitcoin crashes and takes it with it, I don't see it going lower. Yeah, right there. So that's good. Yeah, Zcash is going to do well, I think, in the next few months. What else is there? Litecoin. I gotta look. I mean, you cannot ignore the strength of Litecoin's performance lately. You just can't ignore it. I like what I'm seeing. That's a great thing. Shows that the world really, they like the concept of decentralization. That's what I like. So that's cool. So we're taking the power away from the institutions. We're trying to, and we're putting it into the hands of the people. But this is a kind of it's still going up though. This is kind of at strong. It's going to come towards a resistance pretty soon. That's pretty strong. It's going to be hard to kind of go above that, I think, unless no, I could just keep going. Actually, it'll kind of butt up against that resistance a little, but this thing is going to go to like 300 soon. Yeah, I think this thing's going. We're going to create another Wu Tang there. So that's a great thing. That's cool. Good for congratulations to the Litecoin hodlers. I own like one, and it's in my Spetting wallet. It's in my Gemini wallet, so I can use it for the Gemini Pay feature. And also AMP is another one. It's not even really available on here because it's so new. I'm telling you, I think it's going to get listed. I hope it does get listed soon on something, you know. It's so short. There's just no volume on it, but it's been doing well the last month. It's been doing very well last month. So I can see this one just after it breaks all-time high, which is not too far from here. It's going to go back into price discovery with no ceiling. So that's going to be great. It's almost the highest one in my portfolio. And this is the only token, I think, in my whole portfolio that I've bought and I have never sold. I've never sold one. AMP is the same as Flexicoin, by the way. It's very confusing to people, but that's that. That's what it is. Okay, let's see. I think it's about time to cut the stream because I've been going for quite a while now. And you guys, man, there's still Still 75 people watching. That's cool. I've been going for quite a while now. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Trying to get the chat up so I could see you guys. There we go. Hey, what's up, Diego? MobiCoin. I've heard of MobiPay and all that. Yeah. You might have said something before. Someone told me about it. VITT's been blowing up my portfolio too. It's great. I've never sold that one either. I made one buy, and I have not sold it, and it's been steadily rising through my portfolio, just like Theta. Just great. I love those coins. There's a few of them, and I think it's gonna cycle. I mean, really, in reality, I think there's only just a few coins in my portfolio that are risky enough to not go through that cycle of just kind of just keep going, like moving up in my portfolio. SXP. I've never liked Swipe because I think they're kind of, aren't they competitors to Flexa or no? I don't know. Flex is my baby. Like that's and meme too, and XRP of course. You know, I've got a few like babies, you know, that I cherish. I don't ever want to let them go. Like this whole downturn, I have a little bit of Dash, but nothing worth noting. This whole downturn in XRP, I didn't make me want to sell not even one of my XRPs. I tried to trade it though. I made a ton of money 2 days ago trading XRP, and then I lost all of it yesterday trading XRP. So because XRP is so unpredictable when it's volatile, you just don't know what it's gonna do. But if you look at the larger time frames, then yeah, you know it's a lot more predictable. But when you're looking at like the 15-minute time frame and trying to day trade, let me tell you, like stop losses will be your best friend. Yeah, so Flexicoin is not a thing anymore. Just make sure you know that. Yeah. Oh yeah, Flexicoin. I was talking about Flexicoin when it first came out. Damn. I remember that was the best buy. It was such a fluke, but I bought XRP. No, I bought Flexicoin, one of my major buys, and then like that day I bought the exact bottom without even trying to look at it. You know, I just bought it because I was into it. And then I bought Flexicoin and it went like that same day. I mean, it went up like 40%. And I was so happy. Man, those were the days, you know? I don't know. Things have changed. I think coronavirus 2020 has just really made things shitty for a lot of people. Like things are still good, but they're not the same. Like I think in general, the world was a lot happier like a year ago, 2 years ago. It just seems like it, you know? Yeah, hey, Legendary, what's up? Hey, Mariama. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, so cool. The Flexa is AMP now. It was Flexicoin, now it's AMP, and you can still trade Flexicoin. It's still a protocol, or it's still an ERC20 token that you can trade, but I think the value of the Flexicoin is probably going to be less and less because it's not utilizable anymore. But you can take it to Flexa capacity. I walked one of my friends through this on Zoom the other day. So you take it to MetaMask. You send it to your MetaMask wallet. And then you go to Flexa.capacity, and then you connect your wallet. I can't do it. I might be able to. No, you can't do it on mobile. It's like sucks. You can even connect, so you can even stake from your Coinbase wallet. They have a partnership with Coinbase. You'll be able to stake from Coinbase. Like Coinbase is coming, guys. You know, that's what I'm saying. AMP. So you take your Flexcoin, you throw it on your MetaMask if it's not already there, staking. You should be staking it. That's the whole point That's the whole point of having it to stake in a liquidity pool, collateral token. That's what it is. It's very simple, and that's why I like it. It's just easy to understand. It's easy to know what the utility is, and if you see a future in cryptocurrencies and people paying with them as money, which is happening, it's gonna happen, then you can see the utility of the Flexa protocol, and then now they're in DeFi. The AMP token is DeFi now. It's a DeFi token. So all you do is you take your Flexa coin, you send it to your MetaMask Ethereum address, and then you just go to this website, connect your wallet, and it'll easily just tell you what to do. You'll just easily just switch. The only problem is it's going to take maybe a couple gas fees, because you're going to have to sign a couple transactions, and it might cost a little bit in gas fees, probably not too much. But you have to make sure you have Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet so that you can use that for gas. It sucks, but it's just part of it. We're in the early days, so yeah, man. AMP. I've got a good like 80,000 AMP already in just from staking. Can't wait for the future rewards. Seriously, Legendary Dave? No kidding. Yeah, I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked, bro. And so a lot of the same people behind AMP, kind of the same group with the DeFi people, the Gemini twins, all the DeFi stuff, like the Wi-Fi group and all that. They're the same ones behind Meme. So just keep that in mind. And Consensus, Jordan Lyle, he's Flexa used Consensus. So it's an interesting ecosystem, but I think they all know what they're doing, and AMP is going to be within regulatory boundaries, especially now that we see all this Bitcoin. Crypto comes under regulatory scrutiny, and Bitcoin goes up. You'd think Bitcoin would go down and XRP would go up, but no, I think that's what this whole thing is. Like I was showing you at the beginning, right here. Ripple has an outstanding court case. This court case is interfering with banks being able to custody XRP under the OCC rules. Unblock the situation. Okay, the SEC called Ripple and discussed it to gather how much longer this court case will take, and we already know it's been stated that it could take a further 3 years. So, in order to speed things up, the SEC told Ripple, we're going to sue you in order to make the case that XRP is not a security. And we're going to give full transparency to the courts. Once Ripple wins the case, the other case is invalidated and banks can custody and use XRP. I want more algo too. It needs to be higher in my portfolio. Let me see. Where's my portfolio at? Yeah, it's barely even up in there. But that needs to go up. Algo needs to go up in my portfolio. My phone is being so stupid today. Yeah, I think it's because it's overheating. This thing is so hot. Oh my gosh, it's 100 degrees. So I've been live streaming for quite a while now. It's been like almost it's been 3.5 hours. Longest stream I've done in a while. It's great. Oh. So yeah, crypto fear and greed index 93. I mean, that's a little scary, but that's just mostly like for Bitcoin, I believe. People are so greedy for Bitcoin right now. Yeah. Oh, Morph too, bro. I know. One of my friends convinced me to sell mine. He said, "Man, that's never gonna make it to the top 100, dude. You just try to focus on coins that are in the top 100, and they're set in stone." I'm like, yeah, Morph has a lot of good stuff going for it and good partnerships, and it's very under the radar. I sold it early. Pisses me off, man. But that's my fault because I went against my own intuition and I sold too early. against Bitcoin. You see that? See what it did? It spiked high. And 5 years. Yeah, so it's been doing very well lately. That's a good thing. Very good thing. So congratulations. Oh, yeah. Morpheus Network, yeah. Because there's two Morpheus, I think. There's like Morpheus Labs and Morpheus Network. Yeah, so this is actually coming down. Might be a decent time to start thinking about trying to get some again. I think I want to try to get some of this. The partnerships are just ridiculous. I mean, the website. Let's take a look at the website real quick. Yeah, this is a supply chain, blockchain. It's pretty cool. Welcome to Morpheus Network, blockchain-powered supply chain. And it's a low cap. It's in the 300s. So it's still time to buy it because I think it's going to keep going. Yeah, they've got a lot of use case. Look at they're already partnered with FedEx, UPS tracking, SAP, Salesforce, DHL. Team integrations, a lot of integrations, 100 plus Morpheus integrations, FedEx, DHL, Swift, Ripple, UPS, Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle, Salesforce. So AccessPay, Stellar, Twilio, Chainlink, Ink Protocol. Oh, roadmap. I should check that out. And it's very illiquid. It's very like one of those hidden ones that will probably just burst into the top 100 someday with some crazy ass announcement. That's what'll happen, or a Binance listing, or even a Coinbase listing, or something. I could see this getting listed someday. The roadmap. Dan Weinberger's he's a really chill dude too. He's kind of reminds me of me. He's an interesting CEO, or I don't know if I think he's CEO. But obviously he's smart and he knows the business. They're Holochain, man. I haven't thought about Holochain in so long. Oh, the price has just done nothing. Oh, gosh. But someday it could just explode. That's the thing. IBM, plug and play, SAP. So they did do a lot during the bear market. Now it's about time for their token to start going up again. Fraud protection. So they're focusing on a lot of the things that VeChain focuses on. They're just American. They're a U.S. company. Customer pilot, development, cold chain, custody, compliance. I could see them even being used for transporting the vaccine. Customer pilot, development, oil and gas. They work with the USMCA Act that Trump signed a few years ago. Software as a service, SaaS platform will allow customers and partners to leverage our emerging technologies with their legacy infrastructure, such as enterprise resource planning, focusing on using the platform in the USMCA region. That's US, Mexico, and Canada. Created so they're heavy in the US, Mexico, Canada region. Create a digital footprint for release food. Okay, so next steps in global trade optimizations. Scale to product market fit, build a brand, multiple use cases, verticals and geography, grow customers. Further expansion includes value-added resellers. This is 2020 through 2024. So a lot of these companies build infrastructure during the bear markets. They make a lot of money through their tokens during the bull market. and they sell a portion of it, and they then they build with that all that money they made. They build the infrastructure for their company. That's what Ripple's been doing, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you do it. You get people to believe in your company, in you, in the product, in the team, in the utility, and and then you build infrastructure so that you can show those people who own a part of that utility token that you put out that's going to help help your product do its thing. You build the infrastructure so that you can show those people who actually bought, and that's how you do a proper ICO. You know, um, and then during the bear market, a lot of the stuff happens in silence. There's not a lot of news. And then next year, just wait. Next year, we're going to hear all sorts of crazy stuff that's been happening. Partnerships, announcements, NDAs will be up. But it's all been worked on in the background this whole time. It's so funny. And so that's why the proper researchers get rewarded more greatly. You know, the ones who actually take the time to like GDLT. Damn, I mean, he's a good researcher. You know, bigger than race, Crypto Poppy. He's a good researcher. You know, the people who just take the time to put the pieces together while they're researching, they make the proper investments at the right time, the right place, and they come out millionaires from that, or billionaires. You know, that's just how you do it. And so I think this is worth a hold, a little bit at least. Just throw $500 in it. You know, even just $100 could net you a lot of money in the future. You know, so we'll see. Zillion Theta, yep. Yep. Slick website. It's very nice. And they have a video. I don't think I've seen it. Let's take a look at that video. Let's go back to the main page. And I know when I play videos on my new phone, it echoes and it really bothers me. So I've been trying to figure out how to not make it echo, but it does. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. It's still listen toable. It's just, for me, it kind of bugs me. It's like VeChain, but it's the American form of VeChain, basically. But then, you know, a lot of people will argue against that, saying that Track, and I have Track too. Track is another good one. Origin Trail, that's another good one you should check out. That one's been doing pretty good. Oh yeah, Crypto Indigo. I've talked to her a few times. She's cool. I'm sorry now that I bought XRP and saved it. Now I have no profit. I'm sorry. Well, you know, you got to just diversify. That's why I push that to you guys all the time. Diversification makes a huge difference. I mean, that's how you do it. You gotta, yeah. Track is good. Track's good. Let's see what this is all about. Do I even really want to watch a 5-minute video?
The word
I
is
don't think
out.
I can sit through this right now.
Blockchain technology
I'll watch it.
is the largest technological
Does
breakthrough
it sound echoey?
since the
Is it
advent
echoing?
of the internet. It
Oh,
is
yeah,
disrupting industries across the world and revolutionizing our future, contributing to the growth of nearly every industry.
Blockchain technology is a network of computers. These network of computers record transactions. Now, these transactions are immutable, they're forever written on the blockchain, and all the computers on the network have to agree on these transactions. What's amazing about that is that even if one computer is infiltrated with a virus or malware or anything like that, then the rest of the network is not infiltrated. You can still maintain security of those transactions, and you know exactly what's happened for the history of every transaction on the blockchain.
Good.
Blockchain technology can bring easier payments to, from, and within third world nations, where traditional banking makes it difficult to nearly impossible. It also provides an avenue to safely store data that would be virtually impossible to hack.
In third world countries and certain places in the world, it's very difficult to receive money. When it comes to banks, walking into a bank and receiving your money might be impossible in some places. But if you have an internet signal and you have a wallet address, you can receive Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency around the world instantly. It really opens up the doors to these third world nations to be a part of the globally trading world.
Global supply chain inefficiencies include delays with document storage and transfer, complying with local regulations, transferring money resulting in lost revenue due to bank fees, conversion rates, and delays to the tune of $2 trillion last year, dealing with untrustworthy business partners. Organizations are wary of threats from competitors,
I already
choosing to
know about all
protect
this.
data
I already know all this
instead of
stuff.
sharing with
We already know
trusted
this stuff.
partners. Block
I thought it would
spots
tell us a
persist.
little. Ethereum is another one. But yeah, if you want a little Morpheus, just go type it in, Morpheus Network. There's a whole lot. They do updates all the time.
Global automated
I'm
supply
very
chain platform.
displeased in myself for selling too early. Yeah, so I mean, I'm very impulsive and I do that kind of thing sometimes. So it is what it is. I'm trying to learn, you know. John, you have FLR right now? Interesting. Still think VIDT is going to make massive gains? Great, because I hold it. And it's been kind of just, sometimes it's like, whoa, where'd that come from? And then it just kind of goes back. But yeah, I mean, that's just slowly but surely over the or two. You just see those gains and then they don't go down as much. Then they get the same gain, but they don't go down as much. And then so it ends up like towards the top of your portfolio, you know, these good ones. Yeah, you know, they're pumping Bitcoin because they hold all this Bitcoin and it's easy now. Now that everyone's gonna be buying Bitcoin, FOMO's real, and these people are gonna take profits a little bit in the short term, but they're actually holding it for the long term. Most of these investment firms and hedge funds, they're just holding it for the years to come with the dollar getting devalued. It's going to keep getting more and more devalued. It's going to have to, especially if a Biden administration comes into the office. The dollar will be more devalued than ever. I mean, and yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. We'll see. So cool, cool. Quantum computing is no threat for Bitcoin at the moment. Maybe in a decade that will change. Who knows? I think they're hiding a lot from us. We'll see. Okay. I'll take one last look at Bitcoin. And CoinDesk. See if there's any other news today. Yeah, dude. Bitcoin hit $25,000. Can you believe that? We've been talking about this for so long, and it's here. Oh my gosh, alt season is gonna come. It's right around the corner. I don't know, man. I'm like nervous. It better come. Like I'll be like, what's going on if it doesn't? What if Bitcoin just keeps going up and up and up and up and never stops? No, that does not happen. So 26,000 is a target, and then 29,000 is a target. It hit 26. Okay, so I think we're gonna go back to 24. Let's take a look. Yeah, I would say we'll probably come back down to 24, or we'll go up to 29. This is risky, man, risky business. Trying to buy a Bitcoin right now. Should have bought it last year when it was $3,200. If you really wanted to buy it. Been preaching that for ever. And I'm not talking about Bitcoin. I'm just talking about alts. I was buying all sorts of alts. I was buying XRP back then. XRP was all my buys. 2019 was like it was all 2018. Like everything was XRP. Like that's the only thing I was interested in. So, but yeah, I made buys down here for sure. Every paycheck from here, right here. That's where I bought my first Bitcoin buy. And Bitcoin was the first one I ever bought on Robinhood. So I didn't technically buy it. But I rode the price up and I made gains from it. So this month was just absolutely fun for me because I've never experienced any kind of gains like that. I was buying Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. So, but every 2 weeks, I dollar cost averaged, and this whole year, I was in XRP, buying XRP. I'd buy it, it would drop. I'd buy it, it would drop, but I was still enthusiastic about it. But now the fruits of my buys and enthusiasm are yet to be seen, but they will come. Um, we're still above a lot of my buys. We're still above the price of a lot of the buys that I made. So, but yeah, down here, I was buying, you know, I was buying up here. I was buying here. I was buying the whole time, dollar cost averaging until I quit my job right here. And I haven't been buying. My portfolio is just, it's stayed the same. I really have not sold anything. I haven't bought it. I just have a trading stack on the side. And I use that to day trade, swing trade. And that's how I get that's my income. And, but I was dollar cost averaging from here all the way to here. Every paycheck, every single damn paycheck, I would buy some crypto. And I'm very proud of myself because look where crypto's going. Look at that. I did it. I knew, and we did. All of us. We knew what was coming. The cycles. You know. Yeah, I'm still bullish on VeChain for sure. Yep. I'm definitely bullish on VeChain. If Coinbase is considering something, I'm bullish on it. To be honest, for the most part. That's how I see it. Knowing what I know, yeah, 2021 is going to be a good year for VeChain, I think. Nice, 83. I think my first buys were like, where was it? In the 40s? I think it was in the 40s. And then I remember selling at 83. That September of 2018. Let's take a look at XRP. That was so fun. That was one of the funnest days of my life when it comes to finance. It was just one day, and it pumped like 100% on that one day. September of 2018, I believe. No, September 2019. Yeah, it was 2018, I think. It might have been this day. Let's see. Oh. Dude, Binance didn't list XRP. Oh. XRP Bitcoin. Yeah, they probably have a longer chart there. Yeah, so it was September. This is September, I believe. Yep. So it was only one day, but it pumped so hard and so fast, up to 80 cents from wherever this is. Yeah, just in one day, it did all that. Boom. It was one morning, 3 hours or so. I remember that. And I was like, oh shit, it's coming. This is it. That's the second largest green candle on this chart. And it happened in one single day. And I sold at the freaking top. I was so proud of myself too. I sold at like the top. I didn't sell all of it, no, but I sold enough that I was proud of myself, and I bought back lower, but I still kept dollar cost averaging. Oh man, look at that! Look at that chart. It's like the opposite of Bitcoin. It's just been going down. I think that'll change. It's sad. It really is a sad looking chart though. It's really freaking sad. But it'll change. It'll change. But that's why I'm not all in XRP anymore. It's just it brought me down too much. I was just like, oh my god, it's still going down. Like, it's not dead. No, it's the FUD, and I think they are going to use the lawsuit to put some transparency on the whole clarity thing, on the security issue. Yeah, it seems like a great buy. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the USD chart, and it looks like it's at support. It really does. And I think a lot of Bitcoin is going to go into XRP. So look at that. What? No. See it? It's at support. That's support right there, baby. Look at that. What? What is this? What? Oh. I'm going to undo that. There we go. So it hit this long-term support trend. That's a little diagonal, but it's not, it's not too much. But very long-term support since March of last year. Well, since March of this year. So this is the bull market. That's exactly when the bull market started, in March. And then we're still in a bull market. All right. And so this is the start of the bull market, the trend. If it goes below this, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. So now it's kind of in this crazy up and down. I don't know if I showed you this one. I want you guys to see this. I saw this in the Crypto Lifer Telegram channel. Telegram. Here, right here. Okay, so look at this. Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin made the same pattern that XRP made this last month. Last year. But it's the same damn thing. It looks the same. And so if it does follow Bitcoin's example, it will come up. It'll come up just like Bitcoin did. And I believe that could happen. This is a very strong support. It's a strong support. I don't care what people say. So watch. I don't care what people say. It's dead. And that's what they've been saying the whole time. And it's still pumped up here. It's still pumped to like 92 cents on Coinbase. So obviously, if you took advantage of that, you could have made a lot of money. And it's not dead. No. So, this is a great point to buy, I think. Damn, but it's really hugging that trend line. And that makes me nervous. The more it's just on that trend line, the more it really wants to break through it. So that does make me nervous, but it still has this long-term trend line as a support. This would be a freaking great time to buy XRP, I think, but I might be wrong. I was wrong the other day. I bought it at 33 cents. And then it came down to like, what was it? Where did it come down to? 22? Yeah, it came down to, it whipped down to right here. 21 cents the other day, guys. It came down to 21 cents from the monthly high of, or a yearly high of 77. It's crazy. But it was only because of FUD. That's it. Just FUD. It hasn't even been proven that it's not a security. That's the crazy part. So if we extend this longer, it's going to reach and it'll be more volatile. It should. I could see it doing another one of those crazy candles. Just boom. Watch. We'll see. We'll come back later, another day, and we'll see if I'm correct or not. Yeah, so we'll see. I can see something like that happening. I really can. Yeah. So, and then it just kind of goes up, does its thing. I don't know. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice. See, I can just see me saying this is a good buy right now, and then shortly after it breaking through to the downside. I could just see that happening. I could still see it coming down, maybe creating a double bottom. But it's such a weird pattern. XRP has such a weird ass chart. You know what I like though? We've seen a lot of this, okay, in XRP the last few years. And right now we're seeing a scoop to the upside, it looks like. So we saw rounded camelbacks, humps that came down a lot. I mean, sell-offs. We've been seeing those left and right the last few years. I've noticed that on the charts a lot. So maybe we're reversing the pattern, the long-term pattern types, and we'll start scooping upwards instead. Jinx, what? Yeah, maybe I should get bearish. Maybe because when I started getting kind of bearish on this, that's when it blasted off. You think so, Southside player? You think it's going to go down anymore? Dude, no, this is good. This is where you buy. Yeah, that's a horizontal support as well. Buy right here. I don't know. That's a tough one. It could actually come down from there. But no, you know what? Hold on. That might be creating. I don't know, man. Don't even ask me. This one just lost me so much money yesterday in XRP up. I was in XRP up, man. I lost so much money. What's a bull flag? I don't see any bull flag. But you know what? That was like damn, that was a falling wedge. See, XRP has been defying all common sense or any kind of rational charting behavior lately. And it's been doing the opposite. It's really, they are evil, man. Whoever's doing this is evil, man. This usually breaks up. Nope, broke to the downside. People sold, panic sold, lost a lot of money. And then after it broke support, it came back up through, and now it goes up. It's so funny. They are tricking people left and right, whatever's in charge of this. So actually, this probably is bullish. It's probably going to keep going up from here. Unless they drop the hammer and Coinbase delists. That's what we're all waiting for. That's where a lot of the fear is coming from right now. Huh. Yeah. When there's blood in the streets, yeah, buy when there's blood in the streets, even if the blood is your own. Great famous quote. Not Nathaniel, but Rothschild made a fortune buying in the panic that followed the battle of water. You just got to buy and hold and not, get freaked out because everyone else is freaking out. You got to be very strong. It's tough. Yeah, lick your wounds and, dust yourself off and try again, right? Just, or, whatever. Yeah, because you're losing. You're bloody. You're battled. You're battle worn. But you still fight. You stay in the fight because you have faith. You know the outcome ahead of time. You see it's going up right now. It's creating somewhat of a cup and handle. Yeah, you see it's probably It did retest right here. It retested. Yep. See, it retested that support. I don't know, but I don't want to look at XRP on this minuscule time frame anymore. I'm not going to do it. That experience yesterday, especially on Christmas, not fun. Not fun. So be careful, guys. Just when you're using leverage, just be careful. See, they keep dipping through and trying to scare us. And then this big old like order right there today. That's today. Just to bring us right back through. There's playing with us, man. Dirty hair, you always wins. Okay. I'm so tired. I didn't get great sleep. Yeah, I hold a little TRX. I keep forgetting it's like staked or something. It's on the Sun platform or whatever. I don't know. It's like $50 worth, so it's not like at the top of my mind. Sean's doing better. XRP chart never really mattered too much because they'll do. All it takes is an announcement, and it'll blast. It'll just blast in one direction or another. That's it. One announcement. Maybe that was the announcement Mr. Cuggs was talking about. Going out for lunch. All right, dude. Yeah, I'm about to go eat lunch too. Yeah. Quicker it goes up, quicker it goes down. Leverage is tricky, but feels so good when that green pumps. Yeah, the other day I felt it was great, man. It's great, dude. And then I don't know, man. You tell yourself, okay, that's it. But it's addicting. And you want more. You're like, you get greedy. You keep trying. You get overconfident. You think you know what you're doing. Sometimes my sources are too plentiful and I go through too many sources and I'm scatterbrained. So it's best to never go against your instinct, first of all. And then second of all, don't use too many resources at once. If it's not the same exact thing, like schedule every day to help you with your trading decisions. Giant green candles inbound, man. I feel like, oh, look. Yeah, I feel like it could really just do something going to the top of this. I really do think that could happen. See how it broke out of that little, yeah. But it needs to close above that support, and then I'll be a little more comfortable. I don't want to trade this anymore, though. I don't want to try it. That was a terrible experience. It doesn't feel good because that's my rent, and I don't even have enough for next month's rent because of that now. So now I'll be scrambling even more, and I'm just hoping, praying that this alt season comes. It's crazy, and that's why I don't like not having a job. I gotta go get some work. I gotta find something to do. Gotta find something because it's day trading with a little bit of capital for a living is not easy. It's very stressful. It's easy when you make money, but when you lose money, it's not fun. Yeah. I think, Barney, we will see some pretty good green pretty soon. Is Bitcoin pumping? Jeez, that Bitcoin, man. See, this one's kind of wanting to stay above. It's pumping too. This one's kind of starting to go up a little. Not really, but let's take another look at Bitcoin. I just can't stop live streaming. Damn. So yeah, it is. It's probably next. Could be like somewhere. You think Southside player? You think it's really going up that high today? Yeah, we will, bro. That's right, Barney. Yeah, I haven't heard 27. I've heard 26 and 29, or like somewhere around 29, 28 8,800. That's a good safe. Oh, 28,000. Okay, so I'm just hearing all sorts of different things. It's really hard to tell when it's in price discovery. That's why I would not be buying this right now. Wait for the dip. There's always a dip. And it's got to find a good support to come down to. So be it 20K or 24,000. Hopefully 24,000 is sufficient enough as a support to keep Bitcoin up for next year. What do you, Southside player, do you think it's going to come down and test 20K anytime soon? Next few months? Yeah, it seems like it's about to go get wrecked. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. I really hope that alts pump if Bitcoin goes down. But I'm not going to pay too much attention to this, to the micro, the micros of this. I need to pay attention to the macro. So, yeah. So, but what was lost yesterday could easily be made back. I just got to make some smart plays. Yeah, but damn, XRP is so volatile. It's unforgiving, and it's also very rewarding too. Yeah, it is. It's rewarding too if you follow the trend and get out in time. So the 15-minute and the 2-hour keeps you safe on these trades. So yeah, I usually take a look at the 1 hour, the 15, and the 4. I've never looked at the 2-hour. Thanks, Legendary Dave. Thanks, Mike, for your hard work, especially for sharing. Praying for a happy new year. Heck yeah, thank you. Yeah, we will. I'm praying too, man, for a happy new year. I think 2021 will reward us. It has to happen, not Bitcoin, but its followers need to be humbled a bit. True. Yeah, I mean, it's just how could you have so much faith in something? I get it. It's been around a long time. It's very, very liquid, and but it really is baseless. They really. It's so. You got to be careful buying something like that before we see any regulatory clarity in the U.S. I think. Not saying it's gonna do anything bad. It's we'll see. All right, you guys, I'm going to get going. So thanks a lot for sticking around. If you've been here the whole time, then damn, you're a trooper. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hitting the thumbs, and it's great. A lot of support today. Thanks for the super chats today. A lot of support from you guys. Really appreciate it. Legendary Dave, GDLT, and definitely Charlie G, the $50 super chat. That was wonderful. So thank you very much. That helps my mind a little after that hit I took yesterday. So thanks a lot, guys. I had a lot of fun today. We'll do it again, and we'll see what happens with these charts. Okay, we'll come and revisit them again and see if the lines I drew were accurate, and if Bitcoin respects them. All right. Cheers, and you guys have a wonderful day. And just remember to be good people. All right. Love you guys. Crypto Mike out. Peace.